What up? What up? What up? What's poppin'? What's going on? What's the deal? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? There always be like fucking fire trucks and shit in the background every time when you know what I'm saying? Somebody's in I think a house, but next to me playing some music and shit too. So you might be hearing some shit in the background. We gonna get this shit popping either way. You feel what I'm saying? So what's good in the chat? Aaron B, Miles Morales, Slime Peso, Pervesh, Damian Forbley, what up? Francis was good. Big Stain, what was popping? Ronnie was good. What's good? K-Zag 20 was popping, bro. That's what's up. Appreciate that you looked at the interview, man. That's what's up. True Savage, Nez, what's going on? D Doria, Sixth and Kenwood Drive, David Brewster. All right, so we're getting people popping up in here. Hold this L in the building. You feel what I'm saying? So remember, I got the donate button is right there. So if you guys want to make sure that your questions are guaranteed answered, then hit the donate button. So if you send a donation and you call up, you're going to get your questions answered. So I'm going to pick up, I'm going to answer your question. So send a donation and then just put the first 3 numbers of your phone number in the chat and then call up and then I will pick up for you. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want to make sure your question is guaranteed to get answered, make sure you guys hit that donate button. You feel what I'm saying? And donate to the show. Support. You feel what I'm saying? Or if you don't want to call up, you could just leave your question in the chat and still donate. You feel what I'm saying? And if anybody's watching this after on the rebroadcast, you can still donate to the show. Just click that link. You feel what I'm saying? So the game is about to be heavy in this one because, this is some shit that I felt like is long overdue. I had to, I was like, I got to address this shit. This is ridiculous. Because dudes always have this concept of thinking that they're leaving pussy on the table by being direct with women and letting them know that, they want to have sex. You feel what I'm saying? What up, the Geek Surgeon was popping. So dudes be thinking that they're up here leaving pussy on the table, but that's not really what it is. So I'm going to break it down. So shout out to Alan Roger Curry, because he was talking about this in a few of his videos, where he's basically saying that, you can't leave pussy on the table unless the pussy was offered. So if a chick is telling you, hey, I want to have sex with you, and then you say, nah, I'm good, right? That's leaving pussy on the table. But what most guys think leaving pussy on the table is, they think leaving pussy on the table means that if you tell a chick you're interested in her sexually and you tell her this, quickly, or you tell her this on the first time you're talking or whatever, guys think that you're going to get rejected all the time. And then if you do that, you're leaving pussy on the table because you're saying this stuff and that's going to make the woman reject you because they're like, oh, you're being too forward. You're being too direct. You're telling her too fast that you want to make it happen. Right? What up, Skeppy? 9 NPC, NCP was popping. Rob Cruz, what up? But yeah, a lot of dudes think that. They think that if they're so direct, right, that the woman is not going to want to fuck with them. You understand? So they think that they got to go on a bunch of dates or they got to call a girl for an hour. Shout out April MC in the chat. How you doing? They think they got to, spend a lot of time with a chick. They feel like they have to build a whole bunch of rapport with the woman in order to, get a girl to want to have sex with them. Because they think if they meet a girl at a bar or they meet a girl on a first date from matching with her online and they say, hey, listen, I'm interested in just hooking up with you. I just want to have sex with you. I want something casual. They think saying that from the jump is leaving pussy on the table. They think that if you say this, too quickly, that you're leaving pussy on the table. I hear this all the time because guys, they think They think that they're like, well, there's women who are they're different, you know. Some women are not going to go for that. That's what I hear a lot. They're like, women aren't going to go for that. If you just tell a woman, hey, you want to fuck, she's not going to go for that, right? And this is what dudes don't understand. And what you got to understand is this: a lot of times when you are being extremely indirect and doing a whole bunch of extra shit and trying to tiptoe around the vagina, usually what happens is you don't get any pussy. So for a lot of guys' definition, leaving pussy on the table is, well, if I let her know too quickly that I want to fuck, then she's not going to want to fuck me. And if I would have just like sort of fell back and tiptoed around it and been more indirect, then I could have got the pussy. But that's not true, right? Now I'm going to tell you why it's not true. I'm going to tell you why this whole leaving pussy on the table is a myth in the context of guys defining it that way, right? See, what you got to do is understand this. And make sure you guys hit that donate. So I'm about to hit y'all with some games so y'all don't be out here wasting your time. You understand what I'm saying? Out here wasting your time fucking, doing this shit. Exactly, Justin. I mean, class is about to be in motherfucking session right now because I'm about to go in. This is what you guys got to understand. Women have sex really for only two reasons. Okay, I'm gonna explain to you guys. Women have sex for only two reasons, and every time they have sex, it falls under one of these two reasons, right? Women have sex because they want to, or because they feel obligated to. I'm gonna say that again. Women have sex because they want to, or they feel they have sex because they feel they're obligated to. It's either one of those two. That's it. So now let me break down what I mean by each. When I say a woman wants to have sex, what that means is that the woman is actually interested in having sex with the guy. That means she's sexually attracted to the guy. That means she's horny. She wants to fuck this dude. She wants his dick. You understand? Like, she actually wants to have sex with this motherfucker. So he doesn't have to do anything special. He doesn't have to take her on a bunch of dates. He doesn't have to do a whole bunch of extravagant shit. Now, if he does all that extravagant shit and take her out on dates, he can do that if he wants, but she still wants to fuck him anyway. You understand? Like, she's sexually attracted to him and she wants to fuck him, right? Now, what does it mean when I say a woman fucks a guy because she feels she's obligated to, right? So what that means is everything outside of sexual attraction and everything outside of her actually being horny and wanting to fuck that guy means she feels obligated to. So what does that mean? So for example, her feeling obligated to fuck a guy is if she's using a guy for his money. You understand? So if you're dealing with a chick and let's say, the only reason she really fucking with you is because you got paper and you tricking off on her and you taking her out to all these dinners and you buying her all these gifts and all this other stuff, right? What happens is that she'll end up having sex with you because she sort of feels obligated to do it. Meaning she's like, damn, well, I've been sort of chilling with this motherfucker for a while. He's been buying me all this shit. You understand? And so now she feels like, well, I got to throw him some pussy. You understand? Exactly. You said obligated is basically the average wife. See, again, that's another obligation. Certain women who are in marriages feel obligated to fuck their husband because they don't really want to fuck their husband, right? They're not really sexually attracted to him. They just married him because they were settling down and they just wanted some stability, but they feel obligated to have sex with him. You understand? Another reason a woman would feel obligated is, let's say if she went on probably 3 or 4 dates with you. So she went on 3 or 4 dates with you. She's not really that sexually attracted to you, but she figures, well, we went out on 3 or 4 dates. He's been cool. He's been showing me this attention. I'll give him some pussy, right? So she sort of feels obligated to do that. Right now, this is the thing with the obligation you have to understand. Just because a woman feels obligated doesn't necessarily mean she's going to follow through. I'm going to say that again. Just because a woman feels obligated doesn't necessarily mean she's going to follow through. Right? So sometimes, let's say, for example, you have a situation where you may have a girl come to your spot let's say you met a girl at a bar and y'all flirting, y'all doing y'all thing or whatever it is, right? And she comes to your spot, and as she got to the spot, you know, she kind of changed her mind. Like, she's thinking, damn, I don't really want to fuck this guy now, right? Now, in certain situations, the girl will have sex with you because she feels obligated now. She's like, I'm already here. You know, I got my, you know, I'm in my panties right now. I'm in this room. Fuck it. I guess I should just do it. So she ends up fucking him because she feels obligated, right? But there are times where in that same situation, that same scenario, you could have a chick come to your house and then she changes her mind. She's like, damn, I don't think I want to fuck this guy. And even though she feels obligated to fuck you, she won't. She'll be like, I don't think this is a good idea. I want to go home, right? Now, why do I bring up the two reasons why women are going to have sex with you? The want and the obligation, right? Now, when a chick wants to have sex with you, right, you're going to know. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to know. If a woman wants to have sex with you, you will know. Because women who want to have sex with you, it's hard for them to hide their sexual interest. I'm going to say it again. Women who want to have sex with you, it's hard for them to hide their sexual interest. Sometimes some girls will be real good at it, but as you're interacting with her, it starts to come out more and more if she's trying to hide it. Some women, they're so sexually attracted to you that it's just obvious they want to make it happen, right? So, for example, I remember I went out to a date one time. I went to meet this girl for drinks. She got there before me. I saw her. I sat down. I gave her a hug or whatever. And the waitress comes. She fucking asks us for, I order whatever. So we order one drink each. And we're probably talking there for maybe like, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes the most. And she couldn't contain how much she actually wanted to fuck. Like, she was just like being very obvious with it. You understand? She's like getting closer to me, licking her lips, looking me up and down, so doing all this extra shit, right? So I'm like, yeah, this girl wants to fuck. So I said, listen, after we finish this drink, you want to get out of here? She was like, hell yeah, right? So we just went and did it. So that's the girl who wants to fuck. So now what happens is this. Most guys get into situations where they think that if they are forward about fucking, right, that the girl is going to reject them or not be down with that. Now, what happens is this. If that happens where you try to, hook up with a girl quickly or let her know you want to fuck, and she's very, like, adverse to that shit, she's like, oh, no, hell no. She's like, I'm not fucking with that, right? Usually that means she's not really that sexually attracted to you, right? Now, let's say you're not direct at all about sex, and you're just sort of like being very indirect and just being very ambiguous, right? So you go on a date with a girl, right? And let's say you might even kiss her at the end of the night, but you ain't really trying to make anything happen. Then you go on a second date with her, right? And y'all go out and all this other shit. You still ain't fuck. You go on a third date with her, right? You still ain't fuck, right? Now, but at this point, this woman is a woman who feels obligated to fuck you. So if the thing is, if you end up fucking her, usually this is a chick who feels obligated to do it, right? Now, in certain situations, you may end up fucking her. In certain situations, you might not fuck her, right? So now, what happens is this. When you talk about leaving pussy on the table or thinking, well, if I do it too quick, I'm leaving pussy on the table, understand that when you're doing the thing where you're going on the 3 or 4 dates or you're waiting a long time to fuck or whatever, that goes into the obligation territory. And remember what I was saying earlier is that just because a woman feels obligated doesn't necessarily mean she's going to do it. And also, you don't even want to be fucking chicks who feel obligated to fuck you. You understand? So either way, it's not a good situation. So what happens is that when dudes be like, well, I might be leaving pussy on the table, what happens is that you usually, in most cases, end up wasting your time because the women who feel obligated to fuck you usually won't fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like it's too much of a chance to where you might not get the pussy anyway. So you're thinking, damn, well, if I take it slow, if I'm being indirect, if I don't rush it, then I can get the pussy. But what you don't understand is when you're doing it that way, you end up dealing with a girl who most likely feels obligated to fuck you because it's taken so long. And the reason why it's taken so long is because she wasn't really that sexually attracted to you in the first place. She didn't want to do it in the first place, which is why it's taking so long. Because if she wanted to do it in the first place, you would have been fucking. She would have already tried to make it happen. She'd have been like, yo, you want to come to my place? Let's do this. Let's make it happen. A lot of times when women actually want to have sex with you, they'll be a little bit more aggressive. They'll be like, hey, do you want to come back to my place? Do you want to, she'll be the, how many times I've been in situations where the chick just initiated the shit. I didn't have to really say nothing. She's the one initiating, right? So a lot of you guys who think you got to sit there and wait for 3 or 4 dates, wait for a whole week, all this other shit, you're fooling yourself. And all you're doing is putting yourself in the category of, a dude who a woman is going to feel as if she's obligated to fuck. You understand? Tony, like you said, that's interesting, but he said some dudes don't mind feeling obligated to smash. And see, that's the problem. Because see, if you're the type of guy where a woman is feeling like she's obligated to have sex with you, you understand? That's one, you're not really going to get any good sex from that anyway. You understand what I'm saying? She's going to be giving you the just enough sex. Let me give this guy just enough sex. So I'm going to take calls in a second. Let me give this guy just enough sex to keep this going. Meaning, I like the attention he's giving me. I like that he's taking me out. I like that he's calling me. I like that he's treating me, good and just basically doing the shit that I want to do. So in exchange, she's like, I'll throw him some pussy every now and then. Right? But what happens is in that situation is that sometimes you never get the pussy. This is what you guys don't understand. You never get, just like I said, when a chick feels obligated, that doesn't mean she will do it. Because the fact that she feels obligated, she's telling herself, I don't really want to do this. You understand what I'm saying? But she ends up doing it because, in certain situations, because she's like, damn, well, I'm already here. I kind of feel like bad because I done went out with this guy. I feel, and then she feels pressured into doing it. And you don't even want any of that fucking, that type of energy. This is why I tell you guys that when you're first dealing with a woman, you want to make sure from the jump, right? You want to make sure from the jump that she is sexually attracted to you. From the jump, you want to make sure she's sexually attracted to you. Not later on after 3-4 dates. Not after you've been talking to her for hours on the phone. You want to make sure as soon as possible when you're dealing with this girl, is she sexually attracted to you? Because you want a woman who wants to fuck you. Not a woman who's obligated to fuck you. And remember, the ones who are obligated to fuck you, those are usually the ones who are, it's 50-50 or even, 60-40 to where she's not going to do it. You understand? And so you thinking, oh, I'm leaving pussy on the table by being upfront with a chick. And no. What happens is, again, that pussy you think is that you're leaving on the table is wishy-washy fucking random pussy that you probably aren't going to get. Why? Because she feels obligated to fucking do it. Exactly, Avery said that's the let's hurry up and get this over girl. Exactly. Facts. Exactly, you said, so hold this out, you said, so if you play it slow, you run the risk of either wasting your time and getting nothing, or if you do get some, it's going to be whack. Exactly. Exactly. Perfectly said. I'm going to say it again. Hold this L said, so if you play it slow, you run the risk of either wasting your time and getting nothing, or if you do get something, it's going to be whack. Facts. This is what you guys got to understand. This is what you guys got to understand. You know what I'm saying? Let me take some calls real quick. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this? You. Oh, let me find out this Skype being on that bullshit again. Hold on, let me redo the Skype. Let me redo the Skype. It's weird because the Skype has 2 buttons, and if I press there's one button that I press, and I press it and it be fucking up. So let me just redo the Skype and just press the other button since that one's working. Let me redo the Skype. I'm refreshing the Skype. But yeah, that's what it is, man. I'm telling you, you guys do not want to be on that other shit. What up? King Dre in the chat was popping, bro. Make sure you guys subscribe to King Dre, How to Be a Player. You be spitting that heavy game. You feel what I'm saying? All right, let me All right, so you guys can try to call back up. You guys can call back up. The Skype is back on. You guys can call back up. But yeah, that's the thing, man. That is the thing. You gotta. All right. Now let's try this one more time. You.
Yeah, what's going on?
What's popping?
Dude, I just want to make sure I'll be the first caller because I got some questions, man.
All right.
So shit, man, like I watched your video from yesterday, and it was like what was it about? It was like I don't know if it was every woman does it at some point.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're right.
Man, that had me. That's what I had in my mind the whole goddamn time. I'm like, these hoes is fucking. But they just keep like, okay, I'm just about to tell you my situation right now. Okay. I got like maybe 3 chicks' phone numbers yesterday.
Right.
All right, and they was all bad. They was all the ones that I really like. Like the chicks I really wanted to fucking talk with. It wasn't just like, okay. So one of them, I called one of them today, and one of them was like, okay. I said I want to meet up tonight, like around 8 or 9 o'clock. She told me, well, I got somebody coming through to my house, like to fix my walls or paint my walls or something like that. And then she said that she'll let me know, around 3 o'clock. Now it's about to be 4 o'clock right now. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what time zone you on, but it's about to be 4 o'clock where I'm at. I'm in Atlanta. So she told me that she gonna call me back at 3 o'clock. So I'm like, and what? And at first she was like, I'll let you know. I said, I don't like that, because when I'll let you know shit, I'll be like, I don't like that. She said, well, I'll call you back at 3 o'clock. I said, okay, cool. So it is about to be 4 o'clock right now. Still no call, still no text, no nothing. So I'm like, and this happened like maybe a few days before with another chick. Like, why do women do this type of shit? Like, why do they give you their number and shit like that? You call them up and they're just bullshit. Like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean?
Right. So you said this is a chick. Is this chick you smashed already?
No, that's not a chick I smashed. I'm trying to smash tonight.
Okay. So this is the first time you're gonna smash if you see her tonight.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the reason why chicks do that is because they're trying to get their affairs in order. They're trying to figure out which guy they gonna see. You understand what I'm saying? That's all it is. Because the reason why she's saying I'm gonna get back to you is because there's another guy that she probably either before, like, let's say for example, there might be another guy who before you hit her up, or there's another guy who she likes that she want to see. So what they'll do is they'll say, if this guy don't fall through, then she'll call you. You understand what I'm saying? But if the guy falls through and he's gonna come through, then she ain't gonna call you. You understand? Or sometimes they'll call you and say, hey, it's not gonna work out tonight or whatever. That's all they doing. You see what I'm saying? So whenever a chick is, on some shit where she's like, oh, I'll get back to you, or I gotta holler at you later and let you know, and all this other goofy shit, usually what you can do is basically tell her, hey, listen, we ain't got to do this tonight, or we good. Just holler at me when you're free. Like, so the thing is, you don't want to, because right now what you're doing is that you could have been setting something up with another chick. You feel what I'm saying? And
that's what I'm letting you know right now. Like, I already know it's not gonna fall. I'm not gonna say I know it's not gonna fall through, but I have a feeling that she bullshitting. So
of course she's bullshitting. Of course she's bullshitting, because the thing is, when you told her to call you back at 3, right? And she ain't hit you back yet.
No, she ain't hit me back.
Right. So she's done for the day. She's done. So I don't care. Like if she hits you up right now, I don't care if you ain't got shit to do. Don't go see her. Be like, listen, I told you to hit me up at 3. You ain't hit me up at 3, so I can't fucking see you. So next time, you understand what I'm saying? You gotta let these chicks know that they can't play with your time. Because if she hits you up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock today or whatever, and she's like, hey, what's up? Let's hang out. Blah, be like, nah, I can't. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't. I told you to hit me up at 3. You feel what I'm saying? And that's it.
But that's the thing, though. Should you keep on pursuing that? Because how you say it, how you put it, how my mind works is, okay, if the bitch like you, she wanna fuck you. She got the desire to wanna fuck you. She gonna fuck you. So it ain't no need to be like, oh, she with another guy. She gonna end up hitting you back. So shit, like, won't be the time for him to hit this girl back, or should I just even try to call her back, or should I just
no, don't. That's what I'm saying. Don't hit her back. Like, don't listen. Do not hit this chick back at all. The only time you hit her back is if she hits you back. Like, so what I'm saying is, if she never hits you back, you'll never hear from this girl again. Don't hit her back. Don't send her a text, email, nothing. Now, if she hits you back, right? If she hits you back, let's say she hits you back later at 4:30 or 5 o'clock, or let's say she might do some stupid shit like she gonna hit you back around like 11 o'clock midnight or some shit and be like, hey, I'm sorry.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. So the thing is that if she hits you back like fucking midnight and all that shit, you don't even fucking don't even hit her back. Don't just ignore her. She's charged. But if she hits you back around like now or like 4:30, 5 o'clock, be like, listen, I told you 3. So if you wanna hang out, hit me up when you're ready to chill, and then leave it at that. You understand what I'm saying? And then just keep it moving. You understand? Because the thing is that the reason why she's doing that is because she has other dudes lined up. That's the only reason why these chicks be doing this shit. You understand what I'm saying? There's always some other dude lined up in a situation. And so what they're doing is they're saying, who's the guy that I want to see the most? And if I can get that guy, then I'm gonna, flake on the other dudes. That's what they do. See, the thing is this, you, in certain situations, you're going to be the guy who she's going to like the most, and in certain situations, there's going to be another guy she likes the most. You understand? The thing is that if you're the guy she likes the most, that's who she's going to be making the fucking, like plans with and sticking with it. Now, again, if in this situation, right, if she is fucking, if she hits you back like, let's say 10 minutes from now or 15 minutes from now or whatever, you got to be on some shit. Like, if you still even want to deal with this girl, just be like, listen, 3 o'clock is done. I'm good. I got other shit to do. So if you want to see me again, you hit me up when you're free, and then you leave it at that. Because what it's gonna show her is that because this is the thing, you have to eliminate yourself as a guy that she can sort of play around with or waste time with. You understand what I'm saying? You have to be eliminated out that category. So what I'm saying is, this girl may be talking to or have, let's say, 5 or 6 guys in her rotation at this point where she's just talking to and seeing what could go down, right? So you got to be the guy in the rotation that is like, I don't play with the fuckery. You feel what I'm saying? I don't do that shit. You understand? So you got it, because the other guys are going to be like around whenever the fuck she want shit to be going down. Now, if she has some sort of interest in you, which she probably does, which is why she's even, interacting with you in any capacity, you got to make sure that you're not overextending yourself while she's sort of just being iffy. You understand? So if she's being iffy, you got to fall the fuck back and have her come to you if you still want to fuck with her. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely hear that. That's my whole thought process right there. Like, I was just trying to get you to confirm that shit. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, because chicks they always do that, bro. Trust me. Whenever a chick is like, oh, I'm not sure, I got to get back to you, I got some other things going on, it's always, listen, it's always dick. It's always dick. You understand what I'm saying? It's always dick. Trust me, it's always dick. It ain't no other. It's dick or some variation of her trying to, make some dick happen. That's all that is. All this other extra. Oh, it ain't no other stupid. It ain't no other shit. Trust me.
But look at this though. I was just, with this corona shit going on and shit like that. These hoes, they still like some hoes, like, I've been got their number shit, like, they still want you to take them out on shit, take them out on dates, try So I said, let's go out and like on a date and go somewhere. I'm like, shit, there ain't nothing open. Everything's closed. Like, where you trying to go to? You see what I'm saying? So I'll be trying to like invite them back to my place. See, I'm actually a good cook, you know, so I be cooking shit, you know what I mean? So you can go to my place, you can get the food. I don't give a fuck if it's a chick or a dude, you know, one of my homeboys. Like, you turn to my place, you gonna get some good food. So I'll be trying to invite them back to my place. They be on some other shit to where like they wanna still like go on a date. I'm like, so why do we play those type of games? Like we notice what the situation is. It's all across the country, and you trying to still play a game, or you gotta still take me out on a date. Like what the fuck? What is that?
Well, again, you gotta always be the one to steer the conversation. So this is why, again, like I tell you guys, go on my Patreon, patreon.com/Mr. Locario. I'm gonna put it in the link so you guys can go and get it. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario, where I have a whole program called How to Get Laid Without Going on Dates. You feel what I'm saying? So I break all of it down. But the reason why chicks, and this is what you gotta understand. The reason why women will still, say goofy shit like that and whatever is because women still go through the motions either way. You understand what I'm saying? So they're gonna be like, oh, let's go out and meet somewhere and go on a date and blah 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 because that's their default setting. You understand? To say shit like that. You understand? But it's your job to say, listen, we can't go on no dates. Ain't nothing open. You understand? Ain't nothing open today. You understand? So since ain't nothing open, the only options we got is you could come to my spot or I can come to your spot. You feel what I'm saying? And then so now once that's in the air, once that's set and said, then it's like, okay, either you're gonna do it or we're not gonna do it. You feel what I'm saying? And now that's set, and then it's like, are we gonna do this or not? You feel what I mean? So this type of situation cuts all of the fucking bullshit out the way. You understand? It's we either doing it or we not doing it. You see what I mean? And if she's being all wishy-washy, about doing it, or I don't know, or I'm scared of the corona and I'm gonna get like, then it's just like, well, we ain't gonna do it then. You feel what I mean? But if you guys get that program, I teach you how to do that, especially with new girls, because you might have girls you've already been fucking with, so they're a little bit more. Some of them are a little bit more, easier to fuck with because you've been fucking with them already. Right.
They've been coming through on the Jeep. You know what I mean?
Right. But if you trying to get the new chicks though, then it's gonna be a different situation. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. But yo, man, I appreciate the call, my brother. Appreciate the call, my brother. Just keep doing your thing, my dude. All right. All right. Peace. All right. So guys, remember that donate button. Hit that donate button. If you donate, you get a guaranteed question answered when you call up. Or if you call up, it's guaranteed that I will answer your call. Hold on. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, this JD from Ohio. What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, so it's kind of like online dating. So I know you said like as soon as a chick matches with you, you get her on your Snapchat or whatever your phone numbers are texting her, and then you said immediately ask her on a date. Would you say like I like that plan, I like the idea, and I've used it, but I feel like that might not be the best strategy for younger women, and I'll tell you why. Because like I feel like younger women, like especially because I'm 18, like they're a lot more finicky. They have more options. And I feel like that might kind of scare them as soon as you like ask them, is like, hey, you want to hang out? You know what I mean? Or what are your thoughts on that?
No, I agree with you. I agree. That's not the best strategy. But the best strategy is basically you got to go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario and check out the joint. That's what I'm saying, because I put the best strategies in that program. But I'm not going to talk about that on here because you guys gotta pay for that game. You feel what I'm saying? But to answer your question,
how much is it?
It's only $20 on the Patreon. So, but to answer your question, as far as like women being scared, you're gonna have two types of women. You're gonna have women who are just scared of this whole shit as of that's going on right now with the whole corona shit, right? And this could even be women that you've been fucking with, because you know, there's girls who you could have been smashed and they know you're ready. This could be like a fuck buddy, and she's so scared of the damn thing she ain't gonna come see you at all. And then you got, you know what I'm saying? Then you go,
Yeah.
then you got women who you've been fucking with who they not scared and they, you know, because they still want to see you and they'll come through. But what happens is that when it comes to new girls or even you were saying young girls or whatever, you know, the thing is that now because we're just saying, hey, come straight to the house or let me come straight to your house, you know, there's a little bit more finessing you got to do and a little bit more stuff you got to do as far as conversation goes on the phone or FaceTime or whatever it is to get the girl to want to come through and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But all of that is on the programs. I don't want to give too much away. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Well, can I ask one more? It might be Patreon related. Just you can tell me.
All right, go ahead.
So, like, I guess it's kind of Patreon related. You know, tell me, but if like a chick says, I think you mentioned before that she's like, hey, I don't want to hang out because of the coronavirus. Like, usually what I'll do is I'll be like, hit me up when you want to hang out. But this is, I guess, Patreon related. I'm trying to see the best strategy, man. Cause I'm trying to fine tune my game. I'll get the Patreon, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just go in there, check that out, and I'm telling you, you can make that shit happen, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not that difficult. It's just certain ways that you can do it that's going to give you better results. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just been trying to fine tune my game, you know.
All right, man. But yeah, anyway, get on that Patreon, bro. All right.
Yeah, appreciate it,
all right,
bro.
I'm holla. Peace. All right, I'm telling you, guys, to get up on that Patreon, man. Get up on that Patreon, make it happen. So yeah, so the caller number 646-481-3901. If you hit that donate button, make sure you hit that donate button so you could guarantee get your question answers, your questions answered. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
What's up, Mr. Locario? This is Playboy 216 from Cleveland.
What's going on?
I appreciate what you do, man. You know, you like Ice Cube when it comes to the game. How he make all those Friday movies.
Right.
We got a whole bunch of comedians.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is, you know, you put me on a lot of people. Eddie Fuse, Ron Will,
yeah, shout out to Eddie Fuse, man.
They game tight too, and I definitely appreciate it, man.
That's what's up.
Locario, what happened to Ron Flawless, man? I'd love to see him back in the game. I'd love to see his advice on how to, you know, do the tender and POF and all that stuff.
I don't know. I haven't heard from Royal Flyness in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard from him in a good minute. I think he's doing some other business shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, he's still good. He's on Instagram. You can probably find him on there. But what's good with you though?
Oh no, man, just calling to give me you a shout out, man. I appreciate the game, everything you've been doing.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yeah, I appreciate you calling in. I appreciate the you know, you taking heed to the game, man. That's what I like. You feel me?
No problem, man.
All right, man. I'm holla.
All right, peace.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So the caller number 646-481-3901. Make sure you guys call up. Get that shit popping. Phone lines is working now, so we good. We good. But yeah, that's the thing, man. You know, the thing with this whole quarantine shit, you know, if you fucking with these chicks, you know, do it at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, Mr. Locario, it's Michael from London. How you doing?
I'm chilling. What's going on, bro?
All good, all good. Just in isolation, and this coronavirus has like fucked up everything here.
I feel you.
I was basically dating repetitively different women, but now this epidemic has hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty hard. Like, I'm not even talking to them as much because obviously we've asked for sex, but now that it's not happening,
right?
I don't feel like the connection going on. But after this ends, do I just holler them back, or do I just move on? And, when this shit die down, yeah, definitely just, you know, hit them back up. You know what I'm saying? Just holler back at them, because a lot of them, you know, they're gonna be, you know, on some shit where it's been a minute. You feel what I'm saying? If they really been just sort of like keeping it themselves, then you just holler at them when it's dying down and you get this shit popping again. You know what I'm saying? Okay, great. Thanks for the answer. Have a good day, yeah?
All right, man. You be safe.
All right,
All
bye.
right. Let me see. Hold on. All right, what's popping? Who this?
Hey, what up, Locario? This Young Capone.
What's going on, bro?
Oh, not much, man. Just chilling right now. Hey, I just got a question. All right, I got this little female coming through later on tonight, right? But she just said she just gonna pull up on me. She don't want to come inside because it's my first time meeting. So, when do I invite her to come in? How long do I wait? Do I chop it up with about 5 minutes and then be like, "Hey, let's go inside my place. Let's watch some movies or whatever."
So what? She said. So wait, she said she want to come through. She gonna be in her car, and y'all guys gonna chill in the car or something?
Yeah, because she don't think she should come in for the first time us meeting in person.
Right. So
I don't think that's appropriate.
Did you FaceTime her and talk to her on the phone or anything before that?
I talked to her on the phone.
Okay, and how long y'all was talking for?
How long we talked for?
Yeah.
About maybe 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay, and so you said, "Hey, come through," and she was like, "I'll come through, but I don't want to like come in the house and all that other shit."
Yeah.
Right. See, the thing is that it all depends because you could have her come through, you talk to her in the car, and then she start feeling all like comfortable enough, and then she'll come into the crib. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, it's kind of like I wouldn't necessarily. This is just me personally. I wouldn't fuck with her because she sound like she's scary. You understand what I'm saying? So she sound like she's scared already. So I wouldn't want to deal with a woman who is already have that that much fear in her heart and has that much like paranoia and all that other shit because that within itself is not going to be really a good it's not going to really be a good like interaction. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's gonna, even if you was to get her to come through into your house and all that other stuff, she'll still be feeling kind of weird about it, and that's not going to be good for you. You see what I'm saying? So you want a chick who's fully wanting to make this shit happen. You understand what I'm saying? Because again, like I said, this is the thing. When this goes back to everything else, it's always about fear and love. Whichever one is stronger is the thing that's going to take over. So and love could be also substituted for like desire and wanting or whatever. So if she wanted to fuck with you more than she feared fucking with you, she would fuck with you. But right now she fears fucking with you more than she wants to fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? That's where it's at right now. You want a girl whose desire is so strong that she's like, yeah, I'm kind of nervous, but I want this motherfucker, so I'm gonna do it. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of shit you want when you're dealing with these chicks.
Yeah, but the caveat to all this, Locario, is I met this broad on Tinder, right? Does that mean anything, or is that just neither here nor there? Does it matter?
Nah, that don't matter. I met chicks off of Tinder, and I went straight to their house. They came straight to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like, you know what I mean? So, but again, it depends on the chick, because I've had other chicks who, they were scared to come through. And so since they were scared, I was like, well, listen, you seem like you're not comfortable with this, so, we ain't got to do this, but holler at me if you change your mind. And that's it. And then I just keep it pushing.
Okay, so what you're telling me is, because she's supposed to come through at 7 o'clock Central Time, my time. I'm in the Central Time Zone. So what you're telling me is go ahead and cancel her out and try to let her do something else. So
you told her to come already?
Yeah.
Oh man, what? Nah, just go see her, bro. Just go see her because you already told her to come.
Hold on, you said go through with it?
Yeah, because you already told her to do it. You already said it, so you don't want to be a flaky dude. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to start flaking now. That's not no masculine shit to be flaking. So if you say you're gonna do something, do it. So if you told her to already come through, then just go through it. But I'm just saying for next time when a chick is being on some scary shit, you understand what I'm saying? Like just let her be. You feel what I mean?
Well, she gonna get 30 minutes of my time, then I'm gonna invite her. It ain't really cracking inside your car.
Damn, 30 minutes. That's a lot. Give her like 10 minutes, bro. Just be like, listen, man. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, all right.
10 minutes.
10, I was gonna try to be a little leeway.
Nah, give her ass 10 minutes. Give her ass 10 minutes. See, feel her out. You know what I'm saying? Because look, if she listen, this is the thing.
if she gets a lot of your time and y'all ain't fucking, which is I know what you want to do, then what happens is that means she fucked you. You understand? Shout out to my dude Eddie Fuse. I remember he was talking about this. He was, he said something to the effect of like, if you allow a woman to get all your time without you getting anything in return, which is the sex that you want. You feel what I'm saying? She basically fucked you. She got all the shit she wanted, which was the time and the energy and the attention. You see what I'm saying? So that's the thing is like, I'm not going to have you come through and I'm going to sit in your car and give you a half an hour of my time. Hell no. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, we came to meet. We're meeting. Now, either you want to come in or you can bounce. I ain't going to give you any more time than that. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, don't listen. Again, you got to understand that when a person wants it to happen, they will fucking make it happen. It's that simple. It's that simple. Her desire has to be stronger than her fear. You understand? Because some women will be like, oh, I'm not going to go over no guy's house or no stranger's house or whatever. They say that because they haven't met the guy. They want to go over that. They haven't met the dude who that rule does not apply to. You understand what I'm saying? Once they meet the dude that rule does not apply to, they will be at this motherfucker's house. Period. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how you got to look at all of this shit where you're dealing with these girls. You have to look at them and say, okay, she's telling me she don't want to come in my crib because she might, she don't really know me like that and blah, blah, blah. But you got to say, you know what? There's going to be another guy that she's going to come straight to his fucking crib. So what I look like doing all this extra shit when I know she's going to do some other shit for some other dude. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. It's like if you knew that a girl around your neighborhood, right, would just suck dudes' dicks within 5 minutes of fucking meeting them, right? And then you meet her and she talking about we need to go on a date. You gonna look at her like she fucking crazy. Like, you want to go on a date with me? You want me to take you out and do all this other shit when you've been sucking everybody's dick? No, suck my dick too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going, because I know that you're going to do that to the dudes you want to do it to. So if you're not sucking my dick, you're basically telling me you don't want to suck my dick. You feel what I mean?
Right. So, yeah, and then it's this other little chick. Mm-hmm. She had hit me up early this morning, but we've been talking about maybe a few days now. Once again, another female I met off Tinder, but she got 2 kids, right? And she did say that she be having a hard time finding a sitter. If she had a sitter for the night, we would kick it tonight. But she hit me up this morning and was like, she can't find no sitter. So can we chill another night? Now, what's your take on that? I'm not saying that she lying or whatever, but maybe being a single mother, it probably is hard to find a sitter, especially when the father's not involved, no kids.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. If you dating chicks who's single mothers, that's the type of reality you're gonna be dealing with in a lot of situations. You know what I'm saying? So, I've dated chicks who are single mothers, so I've had them situations. Some of them don't even give a fuck. Or sometimes they'll tell you to still come over. They'll just tell the kids to go in the fucking room somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there are times when you fucking with those single moms where, because the kids is in the situation, you know what I'm saying? It can't really, it just can't go down. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. That's kind of like why a lot of guys don't really like dating single mothers in the first place, because they gotta deal with that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, but I just know if it was more so maybe an excuse to probably try to go with another dude, and if that is the case, then so be it. That's her business. I get it. You're going to choose who you feel you want to hang out with the most. But could that really be the case of why can't go through because can't find a sitter?
Yeah, of course. That's you. That happens because there's a chick that I was dating who was she was a single mom or whatever. And she would have the kids go over to the dad's house on the weekend. So I would just come to the crib, on Friday or either Saturday and smash. So, and I was doing this consistently for maybe like, what I'm saying? Like every almost like 3 times a month or something, just every weekend or whatever, or, almost every weekend. And there was like maybe once or twice where she was like, yo, I can't make it because, he was supposed to go over they were supposed to go to dad's house. And I'm like, all right, cool. And then one time, and there was another time where, she hit me up and she was like, oh, I can't make it because the dad can't fucking come through, and then the dad did come through. So then she called me later and was like, well, he came through. If you want to come through, we good. You see what I'm saying? So that's just a reality of dealing with chicks that got kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of shit will occur. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of the things where you just gotta, you know, pick and choose what's really going on with the situation. Now, if you're dealing with a chick who has kids, and let's say you've never smashed, and she's, you know, 2 or 3 times in a row, she's like, oh, this shit happened, that shit happened, then you ain't really got to fuck with her like that. But if it's a chick you already smashed, y'all doing y'all thing and y'all been good, then it just is what it is. You see what I'm saying?
All right, I got you. Hey, and one more thing, real quick, because I know you got some other calls. I don't carry too much of your time. So let me get your take on this. So I'm not saying that you're saying this per se, but I'm asking you rather.
Right.
So say you meet a girl, a chick for the very first time. Do you always suggest for them that, hey, come over to my pad versus going out somewhere? Come over to my pad, because a lot of these people are like, no, I don't think it's safe. I don't know you. And do you always like, hey, you want to see me? This what it is. Come on through. I got some drink. I got some smoke. I can even cook something, maybe even order takeout. But you come over here. We ain't going nowhere else. Or if you want me to come up your pad, that's fine also. Versus going out in public. Do you always suggest that?
No, the thing is, I personally like going on first dates. Truthfully.
You said you did what?
I said I personally like to go on first dates. That's my thing, because what it is that, and again, this also depends on your goal. So I'll preface it this way.
How can you get to know somebody in a loud atmosphere like an Applebee's or a jazz club?
No, I just go to get drinks at like a lounge, some place that's quiet. We could get some drinks and we talk.
But it's a lot of people around talking loud, and then it's the atmosphere is not a good environment. Then they might have music playing. You got to yell in their ear. How's that?
Nah, you got it. That's why you got it. That's why you got to know the places to pick. Like, so when I would go on dates with chicks, I had 3 places that I knew about, and I knew that these spots were good. So those are the spots that I like going to, and I always either chose one of those 3 places depending on my mood and where I felt like I wanted to go. You feel what I'm saying? So when I hit a chick up, I'll be like, hey, meet me at so-and-so bar at this time. And so, but the reason why I would do that was because when I'm dealing with a chick, you know, in general, what happened was that, you know, I would deal with chicks in a way where I don't like to just fuck a girl one time and kick her to the curb. Like that's just never been my thing. Like I like to fuck with girls I like. So usually the reason why I would go on a first date was because I would be sort of vetting the chick to see if I'm feeling her. You feel what I'm saying? Before I even do a bunch of other shit.
Did you have to come out of pocket? Did you have to pay for that?
Say that again?
Did you have to come out of pocket? Did you have to pay for that? Or did y'all split the tab? How did it go?
Yeah, sometimes I pay for it. Sometimes we split the tab. But sometimes, and this is another thing I would do. The reason, so for example, I'll take a chick on a date, right? And I would buy like a drink for me and her, right? And then after I do the drink, after we, you know, the drinkers we're drinking or whatever, and our drinks are fucking getting low, so we don't have no more drinks anymore. So what I would do is sometimes I would purposely sit back to see if she's gonna offer to buy the next round. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't, and so the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to see how generous she is and how she's going to really react in those situations, and is she the type of chick who's going to contribute. So I can't figure that out if she comes straight to my house. You see what I'm saying? So that's part of the reason why. So the actual date for me was the testing ground of if I want to continue to keep fucking with this chick. You see what I'm saying? So because what happens is sometimes is that you may end up dealing with a chick, and so this is the thing where, because everything has its pros and cons. So like if I tell a chick to come straight to the crib, right? Or I go straight to her house or whatever, and we fuck, right? That's cool in certain situations, and I would do that sometimes too, and ain't nothing wrong with that. But the drawback to that sometimes is that when you do that sometimes, what happens is that the situation starts off as just a hookup sexual thing. So what happens sometimes is, let's say you actually like the girl. Let's say you digging her. She's cool. She got a cool vibe. You know, everything is cool. The sex is good. All that other shit, right? Because you started off that way, a lot of times what will happen, and you know, if you have a good game, you could, you know, get around this. But generally what will happen is this. Because you started out that way, sometimes what will happen is that the chick may not want to see you again. You understand what I'm saying? Because since y'all just fucked that night and it was just like a
one night, she's looking at it, oh, I just was horny. It was a one night thing and I'm good. Because what happens is sometimes women, they feel embarrassed about the fact they fucked you on that first night. You understand what I'm saying? And in a lot of women's minds is the fucking of the first night means, oh, we just hooking up and that's that. And that's it. You feel what I'm saying? Because what'll happen is this, is that they know a lot of times when they fuck a guy quickly or on the first night, they never see the guy again anyway. So in their minds, it is, if I fuck him quickly, I'm never going to see him again. So that translates into also how they respond to you. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you'll be with a chick, let's say you like the girl, y'all fucked, you try to hit her up, and she may not return your call. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's because of how you went at the interaction. Now, versus if you're on a date, right? You start out with a date. I'm gonna go on this first date, and you don't gotta go on 3, 4, 5 dates. You go on that one date, you interact with her, you feel her out, you have her qualify herself to you, you evaluate her, do all this other extra shit, and then even on that date, you can choose to have sex with the girl. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's a different vibe of just going to each other's houses to hook up versus being on a date, feeling that situation out, and then proceeding from that angle. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that it's two different, right? It's two different energies. Now, again, if you're the type of guy who just wants to smash, you don't give a fuck, don't ever go on no dates. You don't really need to go on no date. You just try to get the girl to come to your crib, right? You see what I'm saying? But if you're looking for women, for either you want to continue to see them or you want to utilize the situation for them to do other shit for you, then it's better to actually do the date thing. That's what I'm saying. You see what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Well, the bottom line, Locario, with this broad in particular that's coming through, she's 39 years old, by the way, not that matters, whatever.
Right.
I'm going to just tell her when she hit me or call me, before she on the way, I'm going to tell her like this, hey, look, if you ain't fucking, then you might as well go ahead and stay where you at. I ain't trying to have you come over just, like I said, sit and hurt.
I'm telling you. Nah, just tell her to come through. You already told her to come through. She coming through. Give her 10 minutes, and then, you know what I'm saying? And then...
I mean, but at the same time, though, Locario, I could be doing that 10 minutes doing something else. I ain't even saying I'll be with another female person. I'm just saying it's
right. But the reason why I'm telling you this. The reason why I'm telling you is because you want to get into the habit of following through on what you say you're gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? Even if what you said you was gonna do, you're like, damn, I don't think I want to do that anymore. Because what it does is it trains yourself to think twice before you make decisions. You understand what I'm saying? That's a whole nother level of game I'm talking about there. But that's what I'm saying. Just go through with it because you said you were going to. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I had asked you, did you tell her to come through already? Because I thought you were just deliberating on doing it.
I did. Yeah.
Right.
Like
so,
hit.
Right. So what I'm saying is that if she's already, like, if she hits you up and says, "Oh, I can't make it," then fuck it. Then it is what it is, and you ain't got to do nothing. But what I'm saying is on your end, because you said to do it, do that shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've been in them situations too. I've set dates where I be like, "Fuck, man, I don't even want to see this chick," but I'll fucking go and see her. You feel what I'm saying? Because I said I was going to do it, so I trained myself to always be a man of my word. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about right here. You see what I mean?
Right. Well, I'm gonna have her pull up or whatever. I'll give her maybe 10 minutes at the most of my time. Then I'm gonna invite her back to my pad, and if she ain't with it, then I'm gonna tell her, hey, appreciate you coming through, but
right.
I got to chunk up the deuces. You ain't giving me what I want. Ultimately,
exactly.
Let's call it what it is. I do want to smash 9 times out of 10. I mean, maybe she want to smash too, but I'm just not gonna have you come over. We're just gonna talk about the sky. You see how many stars in the sky right now, man? Fuck all that. You already know what it is on a Friday night too. Hell, it could be a Tuesday night at that matter. You already know what it is. And then the crazy part is she lived like less than a mile away from me.
Oh, come on, she on that bullshit. Yeah, just give her that 10 minutes and be like, look, man, if you ain't trying to do this, let's keep it moving. You feel me?
So she can't say, oh, I can't clear across the town, and all you want to try to do was just try to fuck me. And then listen, she could get her daughter live with her, but go with her dad every other week. So this week is for her daughter to go with her dad, right? Her ex-husband. So I'm like, you got the whole fucking weekend. That's all you just trying to do is just come over and just, but I ain't coming, man.
Right.
Hell nah.
I'm telling you, man.
I mean, to be honest with you, I kind of I kind of felt offended a little bit. Like, don't you think it's too soon? Hey, if that's how you feel, I respect that. But just say, oh, well, how about I just come over, but we can just chill in my car type deal. Bitch, I got a whole fucking loft.
Right. That's what I'm saying. These chicks, they be acting on some scared shit. I'm like, yo, keep that shit pushing. You know what I'm saying? And find the women who the desire is just way heavy. You feel what I'm saying? And want to make it happen, yo. But appreciate the call, my brother. All right, I'm going to holler at you, man.
All right, later, man.
Peace. All right. So the calling number 646-481-3901. Yeah, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, Locario? This is LaShawn again. How you doing?
What's poppin'? What's going on, bro?
Not much, man. So today, I only got one question. So the gist of the question, the overall story of the question is, like, why is it that women on online dating sites, while they will follow your instructions when you tell them to text your phone related to FaceTime, but when they text you and when you try to FaceTime them, then it's like they'll switch it up, because this is what happened. So yesterday, I had matched with this one chick, and I told her to hit me up so we can FaceTime.
Right.
She does, and I text her, all right, I'm going to FaceTime you. When I do FaceTime you, no response, right? So this morning when I wake up, I see. So let me just tell you that after no response, I just deleted the number, because it's like WTF. But anyways, this morning I got a text message from, I'm assuming it's that chick, saying that she was knocked. She had fell asleep. Shake my head, and I just looked at it and I texted, "Who is this?" You know what I'm saying? I'm like, but because like it's like, why would you try to play with my intelligence like that? You know what I'm saying? So like, why do chicks do that? Like they are following instructions, but when it comes time to business, it's like
because they're not really trying to do shit. That's what I'm saying. Like it's again, when the girl really wants to make it happen, she gonna make it happen. You understand? But the thing is, she's acting like that because she's really not that interested. You understand what I'm saying? Is this that simple? You know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's kind of like if a girl asks, hey, I'm swiping on Tinder and I match with these guys and they don't message me. I'm like, well, they don't message you because they're not interested. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not really feeling you like that. So anytime when it's a thing where there's some sort of friction, or it's like fucking, you gotta struggle to make something happen, or she's all over the place, she not really feeling you. She not really trying to do the thing. It just all boils down to that. And so once you see that, it's kind of like, all right, well, I'm gonna just keep that shit pushing. And see, the thing is this, in this is what you don't want to get caught up in, because this is what chicks love to fucking do. Chicks love to get you in a sort of it's like a thing where, I'll say this, for example, like, because she said that, hey, I was sleeping. Is that what she said?
Yeah, like, but the funny thing about it is, I had texted, okay, she said she was asleep, right? But before I FaceTimed her, I asked, what you doing? She gonna say, I was watching TV. I was like, what? I was like, what? It's one or the other. You know, it was just silly. But go ahead with what you about to say.
Right. So the thing is this, is that this is what chicks will do. They'll fucking say shit that will be a thing where it's kind of like, you're like, okay, because like, let's say for example, you text her and you said, hey, hit me up on FaceTime or whatever in like a half an hour or some shit, right? And then she says, cool. And then a half an hour comes and then she don't hit you up, right? And then she hits you up in the next morning. She says, oh, my bad, I fell asleep, right? So now she's using the excuse of falling asleep so that she can have an out to still get more of your attention. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's a manipulation trick. Because in your mind you're thinking, damn, well, okay, well, she did fall asleep, so I can't really get mad at her. I can't really like blame her. You understand what I'm saying? Or a chick will do some shit like this. You'd be like, hit me up.
or you'd be like, no, let's meet up or whatever. She'd be like, oh, hey, I can't meet up today. I came down with something yesterday. I'm so sorry, or whatever, right? So now you're like, fuck, well, she flaked, but then she said she was sick. So can I really be mad at her for you see what I'm saying? Like, that's how they fucking try to get you. Because they'll come up with an excuse to where if you sort of like charge them or even like, say something about it, it makes you look like you're the bad guy, like you're fucked up, like, oh, but I was sick, I got coronavirus, whatever the fuck. And so this is what chicks will do sometimes, where they try to put out that shit to justify their whole flakiness, so that you will feel like, oh well, you understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is with that, a lot of times I still just charge them to the game. You understand what I'm saying? I just be like I just send, like they'll send me a message and I just won't even respond to it. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because to me, it's all bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? It's all bullshit. And this is why I have the mentality of, my thing is, I want you to, this is how much you want a chick to desire you. You want a chick to desire you so bad that she's fucking, if she's sick, this chick wants to crawl out of bed and get in a fucking cab and still come see you. You understand what I'm saying? That's how bad she want to see you. It could be this chick haven't slept in 2 days, and she's like, fuck it. Instead of going to sleep, I want to see you. This chick could have not eaten for a week. She's like, instead of going to Burger King and getting a burger, I want to see you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck what's happening. If you're not seeing me, like all that other shit, I don't care. So I'm not fucking with you. And that's the type of shit that you need to have in your when you're dealing with women, because if you give them too much leeway and you're fucking dealing with them on that wishy-washy type shit, you understand what I'm saying? Like, this is when you get a bunch of this shit. You see what I mean? So we got to be exactly, Elroy Jetson, high interest only. That's it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Locario, I remember on one of your videos, I can't remember which one it was, you was talking about that if the chick, if she does follow your direction and does get off the site and text you on the phone, like you said, that means she is interested. That means it's most likely, you didn't say that she was interested, you said it was most likely that she was be interested.
Right.
So in this case, this chick, she was just being an attention whore. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Yeah, pretty much. So, because the thing you got to understand is, and I talked about this actually in my DVD, The Truth About the Game. There's always levels to cooperation, and there's always gonna be steps. Like, so each step, there's a next step. So she's showing cooperation by texting you from Tinder to your phone. Right now, it's like, okay, the next step is I'm gonna need you to do the FaceTime. So you want the steps to be consistent and continuous up until y'all meet. So anytime where she's not doing any part of that, where she's not cooperating, that's not being cooperative. So if she texts you on your phone, but then now that you're on the phone, you say, hey, let's FaceTime, or when are you free to FaceTime, and she don't do it, then she's broken the cooperation. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's done. Like, it has to be a fucking like, everything has to be working in a flow. So it's like, I match you on Tinder, I say, here's my number, text me. She texts me. I say, hey, let's get on FaceTime. We get on FaceTime. I say, hey, let's meet up at this day or this time. We meet up at that day or that time, and we get it popping. If there's any friction within all of that shit, then she's not cooperating. You understand what I'm saying? It has to flow all the way through. You see what I'm saying? And if it's not flowing all the way through, that means that she doesn't have high interest. That means that her desire for you is not strong enough, period. You see what I'm saying? That's it.
Gotcha.
And then you just keep it moving to the next girl. That's all you got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
All right?
Gotcha, definitely.
All
right,
yeah,
bro. Dude. Hey, that's all I wanted to bring up to you. Appreciate the info.
All right, man. Appreciate the call, bro. All right?
Yeah, man.
All right. All right, make sure you guys hit that donate button, because the game is heavy than a motherfucker. Hold on. Yeah, what's going on? What's popping?
What's up, Locario?
What's going on?
Man?
What up?
Not much, man. I've just been busy, man. I was on the Facebook dating app, man. I've been talking to tons of women.
Right.
And I feel like keep on meeting well, I had a couple of video chat dates, though, too.
Right.
And I was wondering, man, there was a couple of chicks I told to meet me at the park, and I wind up charging them. So there's another chick that I'm meeting up next week. Should I just charge her too?
So what does she do though? What does this girl do? She
sent me a text that she was looking forward to seeing me. Then I sent her one back, and there was no response. So should I still charge her, or what?
So you sent her a text saying you said meet me at a certain place, and then she said
no. What happened is we had I did a video date with her this week. I think Thursday. I don't remember. I've talked to so many women. This week has been just crazy.
Right.
But anywho, we already had our little video chat date, and I told her next week just to meet me at the park because it's a public place and all that stuff, right?
Right.
So she sent me a text yesterday saying that she's looking forward to meet me, and I sent her one back, and there was no response. So should I just go?
So you sent her. She sent a text saying, "I'm looking forward to meeting you." When y'all supposed to meet tomorrow?
No, next week. Next week.
Okay. And then you said, and then she said, "Looking forward to meeting you." And then you sent the text saying what?
I just said, looking forward to seeing you next week too. And there was no response after that.
Okay, there don't got to be no response after that at that point, because y'all already said it, and then y'all said y'all gonna meet each other, and that's that. So now, when on Wednesday night, right? When Wednesday night comes up, text her and be like, "Hey, we're still
Friday,
on for tomorrow."
We're meeting next Friday afternoon.
Say that again.
We're meeting next Friday.
So next Friday. So you're meeting next Friday. So on Thursday night, be like, "Hey, what's up? Are we still on for tomorrow?" You understand? And that's all you got. That's all you got to do. You see what I mean? But what I would suggest you to do though, and this is what I would suggest for all you guys to do, is when you're setting dates, try because my question is, why did you make it for all the way next Friday? Is that the only time you got?
Oh, the reason why, because Locario, I'm dealing with so many women.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Because I was gonna say,
I gave my numbers. Go ahead.
No, I mean that makes sense. I was gonna say, you want to set the date sooner than later. But if you got other dates set up, then it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So that's good too. So you got them good problems. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
so right, you got the player problems. But just in general, for any of you other guys, is you always want to try to set the date as soon as possible or closer. You understand what I'm saying? Closer to the day, even if it's that day. Sometimes let's say if you talking to the chick and you free that day and she free that day, try to see her that day. You feel what I'm saying? But if you can't see her that day, try to get her the next day or the day after. But you want to make sure it's as soon as possible. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Well, there was another chick I was dealing with who I had a video chat date with Friday. She was the first one that I met on the Facebook dating app. And, I said something similar, and there was no response. I was supposed to meet her today, Friday afternoon. I just, like I said, I just wound up just charging her and all that stuff. And then there was another chick. See, I got all these chicks, man.
That's what's up. See, you're getting it popping.
Yeah, this is all Facebook dating app. I got another chick. We were supposed to meet tomorrow, and she said that she was paranoid because of the coronavirus. I was supposed to meet her at a park,
right? And
she said that she was paranoid. I just think I might wind up charging her. So I know I've been just torn.
No, and that's good though because see, the thing is that the fact that you got a bunch of girls you're talking to, this also makes it easier to eliminate them. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like, okay, cool. You know what I mean? Like, if you acting all like you don't want to meet up, then I'm going to just keep it pushing. You see what I mean? Because you have, since you got so much chicks on the situation, then it's like, it makes no sense to waste time with a girl who's not really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't waste time with her in the first place, but especially if you got so many other girls you're talking to. You see what I'm saying? So that just makes it easier for you to charge into the game. So if she's like scared to come out, or she's like, oh, the coronavirus or whatever, you know, you could be like, all right, well, listen, you know, if you change your mind, holler at me. Just keep that shit pushing. You understand?
Right. Yeah, I also got a chick that we were talking this past Monday, and I thought that she wanted to see me right now, but once again, she was coming up with all these weird things, and I said, listen, I said to her, I think the last text he sent me, she was like, oh, I need to get my life together and all this, right? And I said to her, yo, you get your life together, contact me, and we'll go out. Then she just went crazy on me.
You say she went crazy on you? What you mean?
Well, it's like she... What I meant by that is she was texting me like, why are you judging me and all this stuff, and it was crazy. It was just, yeah.
Well, see, she's showing you her true colors. So now at least you know this chick is fucking crazy. She got issues. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. So I got rid of her. So it's just been, I don't know if you've ever been on the app, and it's just been exhausting for me. I know.
You talking about the Facebook dating app? Yeah, I've been on it. Facebook dating app is alright. That should be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it does its job well, you know what I'm saying? So it's good. Nah, you gotta use as many of them as you can that really, you know, give you some results and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But like what I mean by exhausting, it's like you're just talking to so many women. It's just exhausting. It just drains your energy. That's
and that's why. Again, this is what I was talking about on my other video where I said, if you're dealing with chicks, this is exactly why you got to start charging a lot of chicks in the game, because you want to make sure, because really, it's really the chicks who drain your energy usually are the ones who give you a hard time, the ones who fucking are inconsistent, the ones who are uncooperative. Those type of women always drain your energy. The women who boost your energy or give you some more motivation are the ones who are extremely cooperative, the ones who are on point. You understand? So what happens is that, you know, it's always best to, when you see a chick being on some stupid shit, just kick her to the curb. Like there was a chick that I matched with on Tinder once, and this happened a bunch of times, but I remember the last time this happened, I was just like, man, this shit is so goofy. I matched with her and I sent her a message, and then she said some shit like, something to the effect of, oh, is this how you talk to all girls, and what's wrong with you? And she made this whole fucking paragraph. I just unmatched that shit. I ain't even really read the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, I ain't got time for that. I'm not, like, I don't care. Like, I'm not here to be going back and forth with you all day. I'm like, either you complying with what I'm trying to do, or you not. And that's it. It's really that simple. And that's going to free up some of the energy too. You know what I'm saying? Really just honing in on the girls who are cooperative. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
cool.
what it is, man.
Awesome.
But yeah, bro, appreciate the call, my brother. Just keep hollering at them chicks and you know, keep getting it in. All right.
All right. Thanks.
All right, bro. Peace. Bye. All right. My dude up there got the player problems. Yeah, what's going on? What's popping? Who this?
K-Zagging, bro.
What's going on, my dude?
Good.
What's the deal?
Man, chilling, man. For real quick, the one dude that was, you know, asking, why chicks do this and why chicks do that. I just want to say to guys, man, look, when y'all approach these women and y'all have enough time to talk to them, try and establish something face to face. I think what a lot of guys do, they're so in a hurry to get a woman's number. They just make small talk. They don't really say anything of any significance. Then they get a chick's number, and then they want to call her, and then they want to try and establish something over the phone.
Right.
Okay, it's very difficult to establish something over the phone if you didn't establish something in person. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a woman is sexually attracted to you enough, then, you can still work that out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So dudes just need to stop, like, well, let me just gather up all these fucking numbers and let me start calling all of these chicks and let me try and set something up. Well, the thing of it is, if you never, like I said, face-to-face is the perfect time to build sexual attention. It's the perfect time.
Right.
No, there's no better time than that. But if you don't, like I said, if you don't...
You still there? Oh, shit, K-Zaggin got cut off. You got cut off, K-Zaggin. You got to call back. Your joint got cut off, bro. Call back. Warrior Mindset. The caller number 646-481-3901. You.
Yeah, hung up on me and shit.
Yeah, you got cut off, but go ahead. You going?
It's all good. Yeah. So, like I said, when dudes meet these chicks, they're not taking the time out to figure out, okay, is this woman really interested in me? Because just because a woman gives you her fucking phone number, that doesn't mean she's interested in you.
Right.
It's just not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're the type of dude where you don't really give a fuck, then that's cool.
Right.
But if you're calling up people's live streams and you asking why this, why that, then you do give a fuck.
Right.
So if you give a fuck, then make a change in your approach. And I think that's what guys is fucking up because they're so afraid of rejection. They feel, all right, let me play it cool.
Mm-hmm.
And let me not say nothing that's too forward or too racy and shit as far as my topic of conversation.
Right.
And guys think if I can somehow escape with her phone number, then I did good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, nah, bro. Like you there talking to her. Like, and I know you said sometimes, like you've been, on your way into a spot, the chick is on her way out, and you're like, hey, before you leave, let me get your number real quick.
Right.
That's different. That's different. Okay, I understand that because now you got to hit her up later on and work it out then. But if you're talking to a chick for 10, 15, 20 minutes, there is no reason why you shouldn't be able to establish something right then and there to figure out if it's even worth your time.
Right. Mm-hmm. Facts. Real
right.
talk.
But that's all I got, man. I just want to call because when dudes, why they do this and why they do that? Well, part of it is you.
Right.
Part of it is you.
Facts.
I just want these dudes to understand, man, if you stop being scary and you just tell chicks what it is, a lot of times you'll get rejected right down on the spot and you never have to even call the bitch. You know what
exactly. Nah, real talk, man. Bro. All right, I'm holler at you, man.
I'm out of
All right, peace. All right. Hold on 1 second. All right, call back 850. Call back 646-481-3901. Jesus Christ. Remember, if you guys want to get your questions answered, guaranteed, hit that donate. Yo, what's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, Locario, what's good, man? It's Jay from Florida.
What's going on, bro?
Chilling. Yo, one thing I do want to tell you, man, is that, like, with your game, like, I give you props for that. Your game stayed consistently. Like, it never changed. You know what I mean? Like, because there's, like, one other dating coach that I used to listen to. When he first came out, like, he will tell people, like, he doesn't confirm dates. You know what I mean? Like, he'll just send the location of the dates and all that. And then they came out with another video. Well, since I'm, like, how value right now, I don't want to mess up my time. I'm going to go ahead and send them a text saying that I'm always still on for the day because my time is very valuable. I'm like, yo, like, what's going on with all these fucking games, man? It's like, one day they'll say one thing on their video, the next month they say another thing. I mean, it's like all these games messing people up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The thing is though, is that you gotta understand, like, some.
The thing about you, Locario, like,
right.
Your shit stay the same, though. It's like 6 months from now, a year from now, 6 months ago, all the shit that you say, even somebody will call you, then ask you a question, you give them the same answer, though. So that's when you know you are real. Now, I mean, with all the people, it's like, yo, it's like so much games, dog. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing is that, is one thing. See, is one thing where there's certain things that can change and switch up over time based off of seeing, okay, this I'm seeing this works better than that and this works better than that. But if a lot of your shit just keeps switching up and flip flopping every 2 seconds, then the thing is that you're still trying to figure it out. So a lot of guys who are on YouTube who call themselves experts, you feel what I'm saying, aren't really experts. You feel what I mean? So you got guys listening to guys who they're not really in the, they don't really know what they're talking about at this point. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just how it is, and that's how that shit, goes down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then, like, one thing also about the whole choosing signal, know what I mean? How I see the choosing signal, it's like a job process. So because a girl gives you a true signal doesn't mean you're going to fuck her now. I mean, it's like the same thing for a job. A company might post a job online. You can apply. That doesn't mean you're going to get the job. You understand? So you still have to go ahead and talk to the girl, and then she may fuck you. But that doesn't mean, like, because the girl gives you a true signal doesn't mean you're going to fuck the girl. You understand?
Yeah, because either way, you still got to see, at the end of the day, you still got to interact with a girl to see what if things are gonna happen between y'all. Because women, see, guys be looking at women like it's like she looked at me, she checking me out, I mean she want to fuck me. No, it don't. You understand? Women's fucking minds change like the wind, or she could just be checking you out because of a bunch of other shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'll be telling dudes about this. Again, a lot of guys approach the game with other things that have nothing to do with actually attracting women. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I hear all this stuff. Dudes be like, yo, I got to get my money up. I got to get, my fucking apartment, and I got to get a car, and I got to get all this jewelry, and I got to fucking be on my purpose, and all this other extra shit. And it's like, dudes be saying all this shit that ain't got nothing to do with learning how to attract women. You understand what I'm saying? They talking about all this other shit that don't really do anything for the actual learning of attracting women. And so this is why they never really get nowhere. And this is why the people that adhere to that advice don't ever get anywhere. They just go back to square one, and they're wondering what the fuck is going on. Or usually what they'll get is they'll usually get chicks who are just using them for their money, or a chick that may be using them for their car or some other weird shit. And then they get mad when they get used, and the chick don't give them no pussy. They all upset and talking about these girls is this, and I'm like, this is what happens when dudes want to ignore the game. It's like in school. If you do not learn the shit you need to learn, you're gonna get left back, and you're gonna have to start all over again. You're gonna have to start the class all over again because you are sitting there not paying attention to the actual shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, that should make totally sense, man. Like, that's like the same way. If you want a job, do you wait until a company posts a job, or do you actually go every single day looking for a job?
Right, exactly, right.
You get the job.
Exactly.
It's like the same way. You cannot wait for the girl to give you just a signal. If you really want the job, you have to go ahead and look for a fucking job.
Bro, well, that's the thing of being a man. Man is about action. You got to take that action. You know what I'm saying?
Got to take that action, man.
That's what it is.
One thing, big dog, man, like, keep doing your thing, man. Like, your message stay the same, dog, man. I like that about you. You don't say one thing this month, the next month you say another thing. You stay consistently with the same shit, dog. So keep doing your thing,
Appreciate you,
man.
Bro. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right?
Later, bro.
That's what's up. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Remember, guys, if you want to guarantee that your question will be answered or the call will be answered, send that donation. I'm going to leave the link. Hold on 1 second. You, what's popping?
Hello?
You, what's going on?
Yeah, guess who?
Yeah, guess who? What's good, Nez? What's going on with you, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been?
I'm chilling. I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
Yeah, no, I'm just enjoying like a glass of malt whiskey, looking out the window because I live in a high rise, so I got a nice view of London from my house. But
right.
Yeah, and I bought like some items off eBay a couple of weeks ago, and I was just chatting to because I requested a refund because they didn't deliver my items. So I was chatting to the live customer support. This chick named Natalia on the instant messaging app, and I was seeing if I could try and chat her up like at the same time while I was trying to get my refund, but it didn't really work. So.
Oh man, that's crazy. So what else is going on with you though? What else is going on with you?
Given this coronavirus stuff, obviously like everyone's stuck at home. But I mean, the government, the prime minister has it even. He contracted it the other day. They broke the news this morning.
Right.
But the government only lets us like walk down the street and go to the shops and go to our local parks for exercise. So today I went to the local park for exercise, and I see like occasionally I see these like hot chicks going for a jog, but
everybody's wearing like surgical masks on their face, or paint masks. But I bought myself a full-blown 16th century style plague doctor mask that I wear when I go out to protect myself from these virus droplets. So I wore that today. But this chick who I saw jogging in the park, she was like jogging around in a circle with her mask on and her active wear and her backpack and stuff. And she looked super hot. But I wanted to try and strike up a conversation with her, but obviously it would have been a difficult situation to maneuver through. So I was just wanted to ask, like, how would I go about trying to stop her in that situation?
So you're saying, how do you go about stopping the girl and trying to talk to her?
Yeah, while she's jogging around the park.
Yeah, the same way you would stop her any other way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the other day I went to the store and there was a dude outside the store and he was hollering at some chick that started, that walked out the store. You know what I'm saying? The same fucking way. You know what I mean? He was just like, yo, what's good? How you doing? And they started talking and I was like, eavesdropping on the conversation. And he was, spitting that game. You feel what I'm saying? So it's the same shit. And she was being receptive as hell. You feel what I mean? So it's the same shit. You just have a conversation. You know what I mean? And he was using the situation of the coronavirus in his conversation. He was like, because she didn't have a mask on. And he was like, oh, so you one of those people that's not, scared of catching a corona. And she was like, what you mean? And he's like, oh, you ain't got no mask on. And she's like, oh, this. So they going back and forth just talking. And he, you know what I'm saying? But he's hollering at her and just having a conversation with her. So it's the same shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, don't let, none of this shit stop you. Again, if the chick want to talk, she gonna talk. You feel what I mean? If she's scared to talk, she ain't gonna talk. You understand? Or if she don't want to talk to you, she ain't gonna talk to you. It's the same shit. It ain't no big deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but she was jogging at quite a brisk pace, so I might have had to run after her and cut in front or something.
Right. Say that again?
She was jogging at a brisk pace, so if I stopped her, I would have probably had to run after her quite quickly. And
you said she was jogging. I thought you said she was just kind of there or whatever. But I mean, either way, I'm just saying in public, if you see a chick, still talk to her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay, but in that, this chick was kind of my type as well and hot as well, so. But it would have been hard to stop her while she was running. Is what I'm saying. How would I have gone about stopping her or approaching her while she was running?
Well, it depends. It depends on if you want to go and run and go and holler at her. You see what I'm saying? Like, if you want to jog next to her and stop her and be like, hey, hold on for a second, let me talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And you go up and run and get the chick. It's the same shit.
But because 2 years ago when I first started doing cold approach, I used to run after chicks and flip in. Whenever I used to run after them, I had groups of people stopping and watching me. So it looks kind of goofy and desperate and thirsty as hell when you run after them to stop them.
And why do you care about looking thirsty and goofy? Why do you care?
Well, I suppose I shouldn't, but still,
That's what I'm saying. Because if you run up to the chick, you holler at her, y'all exchange numbers, and then y'all get together. What different? Ain't nobody that's staring at you. First of all, most of these people don't even care. That's the thing with a lot of people be thinking that everybody's watching you. Everybody's not watching you, and whoever is watching you, it don't matter. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't matter. They, you know what I'm saying? That's whoever.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Nobody gives a damn if you live or die. If you
exactly, they're not gonna give a. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna care.
Be advertised on the internet before anyone posts any pictures of you on social media. So,
but see that's the thing. A lot of dudes be.
I managed to get a chick's number on a packed tube train, a train with people watching me. But she gave me her real number. She was hot. She was from Australia, but when I texted her, she didn't respond. So I saw the ticks go blue on WhatsApp, but she didn't respond to me. So that's what I'm saying. If a chick doesn't like your look, she'll give you her number out of fear because she doesn't want to be judged. Well, not judged, or she's too scared to reject you on the spot. But she'll ghost you over text.
Mm-hmm. And what's the? You're saying that the reason why she didn't text you was because she didn't like your looks, and she gave you the number out of fear. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And how do you know this?
Because women have told me that sort of thing.
What they told you? They told you that if they don't like your looks, they just give you the number and then just out of fear.
Yeah, a lot of them are too scared to reject you to your face, so they just play along.
Okay, so then
recriminations or retaliation or something.
Okay, so then if that's the case, just keep it moving.
How a guy's gonna react if they reject him to his face.
Right. So if that's the case, then you just keep it moving. Then at least now you know. Okay, the next time, if that's the logic, the next time I give this girl my number or get her number and I text her and she don't text back, then that means she was scared. Then you keep it moving.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
it. But dudes, I think dudes be spending too much time worrying about why the girl didn't hit him back or why the girl didn't want to see him. I never care why a girl doesn't want to see me. You understand what I'm saying? The only thing is that she's not trying to see me, so therefore I'm not fucking with her. You understand what I'm saying? That we're good. That's all that is.
Yeah, I never used to care before. Like, I'm not really nervous about or scared of being rejected, but afterwards, like, if I get rejected consecutively, back to back, over and over again, I kind of feel deflated afterwards because it all adds up.
And so, out of all these rejections, you never get shit where chicks actually want to go on dates with you or respond to you, or none of that happens.
Well, it does, but it's like one in a. Well, the thing is, like, a lot of them, they respond to me, but they send like 1, 2 messages, and you know, the rest of them, they say they're going to come out, and then they flake at the last minute, and you know, maybe like out of 100 or 200, 300 or something.
Well, hold on. Let me ask you something. Des. How many chicks have you had sex with in your life? Be honest.
Well, with or without paying?
Without paying.
10. I think we spoke about this before.
10. So you've had more sex than an average dude. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, but like most of these chicks, they were into me from the get-go, based on my looks.
Okay, so then why don't you just find more girls that are into you from the get-go with you know, from your looks? Why don't you do that?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. But like I said, I have to put in more work than the rest, than the chads and stuff.
So do it. Do it. If that's your strategy, then do it. You know what I'm saying? If I knew that fucking you know, or if I thought, right, that the reason why I'm getting pussy is because, you know, I'm wearing orange sneakers with blue stripes in it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna just wear the orange sneakers with the blue stripes. Why don't you just keep doing that? Like, why don't you if that's the thing that's working, then do it.
Yeah, but these chicks were dropping heavy signals though, because they were through their body language, through the way they were talking.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. So why don't you find more of those girls?
Yeah, the vast majority of them I wasn't into that much. They were into me, so I fucked them because I had to fuck something.
And so none of those girls you was into?
Maybe like 1 or 2 of them I was into, but the rest I kind of I fucked because I didn't have anyone else to fuck. So
okay, so then find more of the girls like the 1 and 2 that you were into.
I was fucking somebody else.
But that's what I'm saying. Those 1 or 2 that you were into, find more girls like that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay. But,
that's what you gotta do.
By the way, today I found an incel message board that was discussing you. I think you spoke about this in one of your videos, and they were saying how is Mr. Locario a male model, and this dude's ugly as fucking stuff.
Right.
And you were talking about how in one of your videos that these guys, like you said, they were sitting around talking about other guys' looks on the internet and not doing anything. And you said that you tried to debate with them or help them a few years ago, like 5-6 years ago. In some you were supposed to have a debate with Face and LMS,
right?
And he didn't show up, and these guys were calling in, and then they racially abused you on their forums or something.
This is what you gotta understand. See, I don't want to talk too much about these guys because they got issues, but this is what I'll say is that a lot of these dudes, man, you gotta understand something. A lot of these dudes, they have mental issues. You understand what I'm saying? And also, what you gotta understand is that they're guys. You understand what I'm saying? You can't. This is the part that dudes don't get. It doesn't matter what the fuck a guy thinks about your looks. Men shouldn't even be looking at you that way. You understand? Because that's actually moist. Because if you're looking at me to see if I'm handsome, that means that you like men. Do you understand that? That means you like men. Right? If I'm going apple picking, if I go to the fucking produce section or I go to a fucking a grocery store and I'm picking apples and I'm looking at which apple looks good or which apple doesn't look good, why the fuck am I doing that?
Yeah, no, that's true. No,
because I want apples, right? You see what I'm saying? I'm only picking the apples and looking at the apples and looking at which one looks good because I want apples. You understand what I'm saying? That's so when guys are looking at dudes and looking at their jawlines and fucking, you know, looking at their chest and all that other, that's moist, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I agree. This is a recent one that they posted up. They're talking about seriously. I'm not the only one seeing this, right? He's ugly as fuck.
Right, and see, and this is what really gets them. This is what really gets them mad, right? Because. Well, one, what I wanted to say is that the only opinion of a man as far as him being attractive is concerned that matters is a woman's opinion because you're fucking women. So unless you're fucking dudes, it don't matter what the fuck the dude is a dude is saying about your looks. It matters what the woman's saying about your looks. You see what I'm saying? That's one thing. Then two, what's confusing them is this, because what the incels look at is incels look at dudes who look halfway gay and they fantasize about being that guy because they think that guy is getting a lot of women. What confuses them is they see a guy like me and they're wondering how the fuck does Locario get women where he don't look like half a homo? You understand what I'm saying? That's what they're wondering. You see what I mean? So to them, they're like, oh, he's so ugly. He's a 3 or 4 or whatever. So in their mind, it's fucking confusing them. You feel what I'm saying? And also what it's doing is that the ones that's not confused, it's basically let them to know that they're full of shit because if they're saying, hey, Locario's ugly, let's say in their mind that's a fact, that means I shouldn't be getting no women, right? Yeah. If I'm ugly as shit, I shouldn't be getting no women, or I should not have been able to to model for a reputable nationwide company as Polo Jeans. You see what I'm saying? So you see
that's what they're discussing with it. Apparently they're claiming that you're lying and stuff. And I saw on another message board that one guy was saying, oh, I bet he goes after, he humps everything that moves and has a overinflated leg count or something like that.
But see, that's the stupid shit. That's the stupid shit.
The women he's slept
with. You can research me modeling for Polo Jeans. You understand what I'm saying? I got the fucking pictures. You understand what I'm saying?
Another guy said NIGGA looks like an old piece of gum.
But see, this is what I'm saying. Those dudes, they're not getting pussy though. This is what happens because they're focusing on other things that have nothing to do with them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I agree. Like the only thing that matters is what the woman thinks.
That's what I'm saying. And so that's what I'm saying. A lot of these dudes, they're on these sites because, and I don't want to talk about them too much because I know they're insecure. And when you talk shit about people who are insecure, it doesn't really help them. So I'm gonna say this to all the incels. To all the incels, I hope you get help. I hope one day that you, feel like love for yourself. You understand? Like I want to say some positive shit to the incels because I don't want these niggas doing something crazy. and then get mad at me because they think I'm making fun of them. You understand what I'm saying? Because these niggas are sensitive. So what I'm saying is, Mr. Locario is saying, I wish nothing but success, health, wealth, and happiness to incels. Period. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You feel what I mean?
It's funny because a few years back I saw, on that channel, You Wouldn't Like Me When I Get Gutter or something like that.
Right.
When these guys post stuff onto that channel. And there was this, I don't know if it was on that specific channel, but there was this incel guy from America. He was like 21, 22. And this guy was like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", and had like, he was ripped, like he was in shape. He had a six-pack, like chiseled facial features, but apparently he was like crying on the video saying he's never had a girlfriend before and he's a virgin and stuff. And everybody in the comment section was saying, you're handsome as shit. You can get laid easy. And he was just like, he wasn't believing it. He wasn't believing a word that these people were saying. You were just throwing it back in their face.
Right.
So these people, they're autistic. A lot of them have mental problems, as you said.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm like, you can't really take them too seriously. I'm just saying, I wish all of them the best. I hope that they get what the fuck they're looking for in life. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying I hope these niggas get what the fuck they want in life, because these dudes, it's the delusional. It's so delusional. You understand what I'm saying? How some of these dudes think. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm going to let you go here, but one more thing. Somebody in the comment section mentioned this as well. When people use the word Nigga, like if you're not black, you shouldn't say it, right? You shouldn't pronounce it. You should just spell it out.
Right.
Is that correct or not?
Yeah, well, if you ain't a nigga, you shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? Saying the word. But why? What they're talking about?
Nah, because I spelt it out when I said, that guy said, when he was referring to you, he said Nigga. It looked like an old piece of gum on the message board.
Right.
And somebody in the chat room said, props to Nez for spelling it out.
Oh.
Not saying it.
No, I mean, hey, it is what it is. But it's understanding these dudes out there, they need help, and I hope they get the help that they need. That's all I'm gonna say. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, cool, man. Have a good evening, yeah.
I'm holla. Peace.
Man, take care. Bye.
These damn incels, bro. I don't want no problems with these niggas. Yo, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on, Carl? What's West New Jersey? I ain't calling in a minute though. What's going on?
I'm chilling. What's popping with you?
This dude Nez, man, this nigga give me a fucking headache. Bro. What's up with this guy?
Nah, he be on the Black Pill videos and all day. So
I don't know how these dudes call up every time we complain. I'm like, God damn.
What's going on with you though?
Life can't be that sad. Nah, but I just had tuned in and shit in the topic about the myth on leaving a pussy on the table. I mean, a lot of, like every dude's definition is different, but I think what a lot of guys mean by saying that is, you always say, when you meet a chick, get sexual as soon as possible. You want to get it in as soon as possible, whatever. And, the last few videos you were making about, you were really going hard with the sexual attraction and all that stuff, how that's more important. Money looks at it, which it is. I agree with you 100% because, I got an older brother, cousin, or uncle that put me on game when I was like in high school. So a lot of shit you could say, I already knew when I was a kid.
Right.
So I thought, fuck it, I already do that. But the thing I want to, the point I want to make is that there is such thing as leaving pussy on the table. What I think a lot of guys mean by saying that is you talk about like medium interest and high interest or whatever have you.
Right.
And what happens is, in my personal experience, that it don't happen to me a lot, but what happens is you got a girl who may be hobby interested in you. I'm not hobby. I'm sorry. You may have a girl that may be interested in you. You're with a low or medium interest. Now, a lot of times, like you said, be direct or whatever, and a lot of guys complain about, how being direct doesn't work. You tell a girl you want to have sex, she rejects you, which is true. That happens to everybody, no matter how good a player you are. But sometimes, you could, mention it right away, and the girl would not want to get down with that. See, my thing, the only like someone like you was one who's advancing the game could just try to take to the game because a guy who's getting ass all the time, you're not gonna wait. You just gonna, all right, this just gotta go. Take it to the curb off the bat. But most dudes don't have that abundance, or their game isn't that type, or whatever. So what happens is you get a girl who you see or find interesting, or she showed you some level of interest. It may not be high, but it's interest. And you mention sex right away. Just because a chick don't want to fuck you right away don't mean she won't ever fuck you at all. Even though my thug used to tell me a lot, fuck the chick first. No matter what's going on, fucking gotta come first. I was that when I was a kid. My brother used to have an expression, used to say, fuck first, ask questions later. So when he said that shit, it was funny, but it's true at the same time.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But the point I want to make is that just because a girl don't want to fuck you right away don't mean she'll ever fuck you. You never know. So I think that's what a lot of guys mean when they say push them to, because at the end of the day, because you didn't want to wait to fuck you right away, you charged to the game when you could have fucked in the future. So that's why I say, for guys who don't have that abundance, who game isn't that advanced as yours, you got to take that show you some type of interest, but she's not trying to fuck right away. I would say don't take it to the curb, but like push it to the side. To fall back, and then be like, all right, she ain't trying to fuck right now. She's showing me some type of interest, so let me not take it to the curb. Let me put it to the side. Let me just fall back and do my thing and highlight later on. So I think a lot of guys mean when they say that, that's what they mean. So I don't know your thoughts on that.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is this, is if you are a guy who is dealing with a girl and she has medium interest, right?
Yeah.
Or even low interest, medium or low interest, right? What that means is that this is the type of chick who is probably not going to have sex with you now, right? Or have sex with you soon, right? So now, what happens is you could have sex with her later, but again, this is what I was talking about earlier in the show, is that you're usually going to have sex with a chick who may feel obligated to fuck you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, where it comes to that point where now she's like, well, I guess I should fuck him now because we've been out on 3 or 4 dates, and now he wants to have sex, so I'm gonna just do it. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that in those situations, also what will happen is that there's times where the girl still might not do it. So and this is what I'll say it simply like this: when a chick has high interest in you, there's a 99% chance, and I don't say 100, but I'll say 99% chance that she's going to have sex with you. You understand what I'm saying? When a chick has medium to low interest, there's usually like a 50% chance she'll do it and a 50% chance she won't. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that when guys say they're leaving pussy on the table, they make it seem as if they still have the 99% chance to fuck her if they wait, which they don't. That's all I'm saying. So it's not that you're leaving pussy on the table. The pussy that you think is on the table, 50% chance is not there anyway. That's what I'm saying. You see what I mean? So yeah, you can still try to do something and finagle and make some shit happen. But what happens is that the chances of you getting it are only 50% versus if you're dealing with a chick who's high interest where it's 99%. So a dude could still get a girl and still fuck her and still do all the other shit later on. But to say to leave pussy on the table, guys make it seem as if there's a larger chance or the same amount of chance of getting sex if they wait, which is not true. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say.
Right, but just the same thing like you were saying, before. I mean, like I said, not a woman that has high interest want to hit it, want to give it to you right away. But like I said, even you mentioned like a girl might see you as a boyfriend material. She mean I want to do it to you right away. So I'm saying, so that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're saying exactly what I'm saying. That's my point. My point is, if a girl sees you as boyfriend material, right?
Right. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get the sex regardless. So you don't have to wait for it. That's all.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. So what? But that's what I'm saying. My point is that if the girl is extremely sexually attracted to you, it don't even got to be her fucking you the first night. But what I'm saying is that she's going to have sex with you way sooner than later. You understand what I'm saying? And so
true.
Right.
True.
So what I'm saying is that
I'm not doubting that, but I'm saying like a lot, like for someone who's on an advanced level, like it's all about either now or never. That's how my brother and cousin were, because they was they was putting me on the game. So they was like, either you fucking now or get the fuck out my face. We ain't trying to waste my time. So most dudes don't have that many chicks to begin with to really have that type of picky idea. That's
the reason. That's the reason why they don't have it though. See that's what I'm saying. That energy right there that they give off is the reason why they don't have those many women that want to fuck with them. You understand? So what I'm saying is, if you're the type of guy that says, well, you know what, I'm gonna just wait and I'm gonna just take my chances and see what could happen later on, because I'm too scared to let a chick know I want to fuck her now and keep it moving, or to make it happen now. That same energy is the exact reason why you're in these guys are in a situation where they have to wait. Because if they had a different attitude, they would be the type of guy that wouldn't have to wait. You understand? The waiting of it is correlated to that.
My bad. I mean to cut you off.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, because the thing is, you're saying, well, there's certain guys who don't have an abundance of women, so they gotta wait for it. And that's basically what you're saying, right?
Now, when I say wait, I don't mean wait for that one girl. I said still do your thing, but keep that chick on the side. Don't kick it to the curb. Just put it to the side, because it's a chance you may hit it.
And this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what do you mean by put her to the side though? What do you mean by put it to the side?
It's like, I can't break. When my uncle used to have a phrase, I think you old enough to know. A lot of old school players used to say this. It's like you got to build a team of females. You got to have like a roster.
Right.
If the chick is showing you interest, but she's not willing to fuck right away, put her on the bench. Don't let her come in. Don't let her play in the game yet. If she's showing you some interest, keep her ass on the bench. When she ready to fuck, then you bring her on the roster. That's how most old school players select. You feel me? That's pretty much what I was saying. Like, that's
my thing is, I agree with that. If putting her on the bench means to not deal with her at all. Do you understand what I'm saying? So meaning, like, let's say I meet a girl and we kicking it or whatever, and I'm trying to fucking I'm trying to hit, I'm trying to smash, I'm trying to get it in, right? And then she says, oh, but I don't really want to do that too quick because I want to take it slow, blah blah blah. And so if you saying put it on a bench, meaning if you tell her, hey, listen, I'm trying to smash. So when you ready to smash, call me, and you never fucking hit this girl up at all. That's putting her on the bench. You know what I'm saying? Putting her on the bench is not hanging out with her, texting her a little bit, and
no, we ain't doing that.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying though, but this is the thing though.
Some niggas do that shit though.
Right, but this is the thing though. What I'm saying is, if a guy actually acts that way, he becomes the guy who gets more women anyway. Because when you talk about putting her on the bench, what most guys will do is they'll still text her, they'll still call her, they'll still fucking like her pictures on Instagram, they'll still be giving her all this attention.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that a lot of times those women who you put on the bench, half of them you never gonna hear from again because they were never that interested in you anyway. You understand what I'm saying? That's the thing. Some of them you'll hear from again, but most of them you ain't gonna hear from again, probably. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, well, you're right. I mean, like I said, in my personal opinion, it's all about the level of game you have. If you're on the first level, you don't really. It's like you can't act like a player if you not a player. Like I don't like to fake it till I make it. When I was young, even though I had players in my family put me on the game, but I know I wasn't that nigga yet. So I had to like build myself up.
But that's the issue though. That's the issue. You supposed to be that nigga, period, though. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, you could have a dude who ain't got no chicks he fucking with. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't had sex in a year. You feel me? And he's still.
I feel bad for him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That dude still should be dealing with chicks and saying, hey, if we ain't fucking, you could keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? He should be sitting there saying, well, I don't got no girl, so maybe I should like go on 3 dates with her and get to know her more and do a lot of other extra. Nah, his whole shit should just be from regardless if he got 10 girls or no girls. It's like, yo, this is how I operate. And so that's what I'm saying, where when a guy has that mentality, that's when the chicks start rolling in. It's because it all starts from you. It's not about the response of the chicks. It's how you come to the game. That's what I'm saying.
True.
That's the issue.
You're right. I mean, I just want to give 2 examples before I tell. My first girl, my second girl. My first girl and second girl were pretty much different how we met. Like, I met my girl at the mall. I fucked her 2 days later. We were together for like 3.5 years. Now, my second girlfriend, I went on 2 days with her. But the thing about me, the only reason why I tried, I'm glad I didn't cut her. If I didn't try into the game, I would never been with her. So I'm glad I didn't cut her off right away because I would never got with her. But I met my girl online, my second girl online or whatever, and she was cool. Like, I liked her personality. She might be my first girl, which I liked her, whatever. But she was real cool, sweet, whatever. So,
oh, dude, phone got cut off. Motherfuckers' phones be cutting off and shit. Goddamn. The dude's phone got cut off, bruh. I don't know what happened. But anyway, caller number 646-481-3901. Let me see. Hold on. Goddamn. You.
Hello, can you hear me?
What's poppin'? Who this?
Yo, Locario. Kelly Moore, bro.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro? Hey, Locario, want me to hit you back? Because I know you was preaching to that other...
Yeah. Hit me back. I'm going to holler at you in a minute. All right?
All right, cool.
Definitely. Hit me back. Hold on 1 second. All right. Is this... Shit, this shit keep fucking up. Yo.
Hey, Locario. Hey, what's up? How you doing, man?
Chilling. All right, I guess the other guy ain't calling back. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, bro, man. I will say my opinion about some of these guys. The problem with these guys is this, okay? I'm going to give you the simple problem with most of these guys, okay? The problem with guys, they are talking with these women and they are selling themselves. When you talk with a woman, you have to give her the energy that I am giving you the chance to show me what you got.
Right.
That is the final point.
Right.
You have to let her know. You have to let her know that I am the one who gives you the chance to show me what you got. The problem with guys, they come in with the energy that they are selling themselves. When you are selling yourself, you become cheap. You have to be the one who's buying. You have to be the buyer. The problem, this guy is coming as seller, not buyer. When you're a buyer, you are the one who's going to say, okay, show me the size of this. I'm going to investigate this. So she feel like she under pressure of showing you what she has to offer.
Right.
It's the problem. Yeah, that is the main, is the energy. Number 2, the second thing is these guys, when they deal with women, they deal from the point that they are comparing themselves to other men. Like you have to treat, when you talk with a woman, you have to treat her as you are a unique person.
Right.
Unique face. It doesn't matter how you look. I don't care if you're ugly, if you look good, doesn't matter. But you have to have this energy that I'm a unique man. I am not the same guy. You have to let her know that I am not the same guy that you have just talked before me.
Right.
I'm different.
Right.
The problem is this. These guys are copying each other. There's a big issue. They are copying each other. At the same time, they are comparing themselves to other men. Like you have before you ask a woman to value you, you have to value yourself. And that is the thing these guys are lacking.
Right.
Okay. Number 3 is these guys have the problem with them. They have what they call assuming energy, which I mean is this. He took with the chick and he's assuming she don't like him. He in his mind, like in his how you say the word, within him, he believes he's not gonna have her. He already took the decision. He already have the decision that he's not good enough. So assuming and prejudging.
Right.
Prejudging is the biggest mistake these guys are doing. That's all I can say. I appreciate your videos. Me and you talked before. You know, I'm the guy who kind of don't agree with the
too much with the cold approach.
Right.
But I enjoy your videos. Thank you so much. And you guys, you be safe and you have a good day. Okay.
All right, bro, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. All right.
See you, bro. See you, man. Bye. See you, bro.
Peace. Now that's some real shit he talking. You know what I'm saying? That's some real shit. All right, hold on. God damn. You.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know what happened earlier. My shit hung up on me.
Okay, so you was want to cut off. But what happened? Go ahead.
Yeah, my bad. I was what I was saying is that this is between like my first girl and my second girl. Like I met my first girl at the mall and I hit it 2 days later.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't go out. I didn't take out no date at all. No date, no nothing. I mean, after this third time I smashed, we started dating her.
Right.
We spent 3 years together.
Mm-hmm.
Now my second girlfriend was different.
Mm-hmm.
Now she wasn't really that much. I mean, my first girl was 16, my second girl was 19, so we were still kids. But at the day, like she only had like 2 other guys before she met me or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So when I met her, we went out on one date. The date was good.
Mm-hmm.
I told her, look, I'm trying to smash or whatever. She's like, I don't know because I only fuck 2 guys, and I don't know if he's gonna fuck me and leave me. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Right.
So I just kind of like I didn't try to the game right away because I was young. I just got out with my first girlfriend. I didn't want to really. My game wasn't that tight yet, or whatever. I mean, I had a couple girls that I was smashing. I wasn't like with no ass, but I went on the second date with my girl. Now after that, I was like, listen, the second time we dated, I'm trying to smash. Like, what's up? She was like, I don't know yet. I don't know. So I didn't call her for like a week later. I didn't call her for a week. I still have her number, but something told me, don't kick her to the curb just yet, because you never know. Right. Even though my first girlfriend gave it to me with no problem, no date, no nothing. Call her. I met her, hit it the next day like nothing. My second girlfriend tweeted, I'm like, listen, I ain't beat for this shit. But something in mine told me, don't kick it to the curb just yet. So I kept her number. I kept her on MySpace back in the day. This is years ago. So she hit me up on MySpace. I'm like, yo, I lost your number. I was like, all right, so what's up? Text me. I'm like, I'll call her. She's like, yo, you want to come over? I was like, yeah, sure, why not?
Right.
I ended up hitting it. We spent 2 years together. So now my second girl was actually a better girlfriend than my first girl. Even though my first girlfriend, she gave it to me right away. She was more freakier. But my second girl, she wasn't experienced. I knew she was because when I hit, I was like, okay, this girl can't suck dick. She don't know this. Now I know why she didn't want to hit it right away. But my second girlfriend was a better fit for me than my first girlfriend. Even though they were both good to me, but my second girlfriend, I had to go on. I didn't have to do. I could have kicked to the curb, but if I didn't kick to the curb, I would have been with her. So what I'm saying, like every female is not the same. I mean, they are the same, but just because a woman doesn't want to fuck you right away when you want her to fuck you, doesn't mean that you ain't gonna be able to smash. If a chick is showing you some interest, I would say, fall back and just let her do her thing. You know her ass and let her come to you.
Right, but this is the thing. My question is this: if you were in a plane and half the parachutes don't work, are you going to want to fuck with those parachutes?
You said what?
I said if you're in a plane and there's 10 parachutes in a plane and they said, listen, you're going to go skydiving, but half the parachutes don't work. You understand? Are you going to go in that plane and try to just guess which one is going to, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I hope and pray that motherfucker don't crash. If it crash, I got to take a chance. Either that or die.
No, but what I'm saying is that wouldn't you rather, if there's 10 parachutes on a plane, all 10 of them work, or would you want to be on a plane where 5 parachutes work?
Because you know for a fact it's guaranteed.
Say that again.
You know what I'm saying? But everything is not guaranteed. That's what I'm saying. Like
no, but that's my point. My point is that your second girlfriend. What happened was you were able to get her because she was one of the parachutes that opened. But what I'm saying is that if you were to be dealing with another girl and then you go through all of that shit and you still don't get the pussy, then what's the point of doing that? Do you understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Pretty much my second girlfriend, I took a chance.
Right, and that's what I'm saying.
I already knew, okay, but second girlfriend, I took it. Like I said, my second girlfriend was better than my first, but like I said, I gambled at the time. I was young. I didn't have that experience. My game wasn't as tight. I wasn't really that. I was 22. I was a kid. My game ain't that tight 22. So I said, you know what? I'll take a chance with the bitch. I'm glad I did. I mean, that don't happen that often though.
Right.
But
that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that a lot of dudes what they do is they say they leaving pussy on the table as if it's a large chance that they're going to get the pussy. And what I'm saying is, in a lot of cases, it's not going to happen. I would say it's even more than 50% of the time where it don't happen. I would probably say 75-25. And so what I'm saying is, a lot of times it's more of a gamble and a waste of time, because understand that if a woman your first girl was more sexually attracted to you than the second girl. You understand what I'm saying?
Which is, she only 15, so I'm like, this 16-year-old girl? Well, that's another story now, but I ain't gonna get into that.
I'm hoping you was 15 at the time too, nigga, because I'm like...
No, I was 18. I was actually 19 at the time.
Oh, my God, bro. You better stop incriminating yourself on this motherfucker.
No, on some real shit, on some real shit. I think she was the first 16 when I met her, but her mom was cool. Like, she didn't care. Me and
oh, my God. This nigga talking some other shit,
nigga. Let me tell you something. My first girlfriend was Puerto Rican, bro.
You gotta stop talking. Don't talk.
You never been a Puerto Rican girl before. You ain't know the deal. Like, her mother all was crazy until they all had love for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, y'all bugging the fuck out, bro. You got, man, you gotta keep that shit to yourself, my nigga.
I was only 18. She was 15, 16. Well, hey, some niggas out here worse than that, so I ain't complaining. I don't do that no more. I'm 31 now, so.
Oh my God, bro, you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
I'm too old for that now, but when I was like 19, 20, I was messing around with some, 17, 18 a little bit.
Oh man, y'all motherfuckers is crazy.
No more of that.
I'm telling you, silence is golden, bro. Silence is golden. Don't.
But it's all good. I'm gonna let you go though, Locario. You enjoy the Friday, man.
All right, bro. I'm hollering. Man, dudes y'all gotta be careful what y'all say on these airwaves, my nigga. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness. Be like, I was all cap. I was lying. Be like, I was lying about all that shit, nigga. Oh fuck. Yo, what's poppin'?
Yo, this is K. Relly.
What's going on, man? What's poppin' with you?
Man, the last caller started this weekend off way too early, son.
Oh, hey, look, man. What's going on with you?
Hey, ain't much, man. Just getting off of work and shit, trying to stay away from this corona shit that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, but just pertaining to the following conversation, yeah, man, it's all about the energy, yo.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, yo, it's all about the energy, man.
Right.
Like you said, you feel me? You gotta have that energy, like you want her. You feel me? You gotta be able to transfer that energy to whoever you're talking to,
mm-hmm.
to have them feel like, all right, this guy really wants me. He has some type of sexual desire for me. That's really what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
The more that you can practice on transferring that energy with your words to women.
Right.
The more successful you're gonna be, because you can see a girl walking down the street. It's like two ways you can go. The normal guy that really don't have too much game is gonna go with the normal, like, hey, how you doing? How's your day? Yeah, I just thought you was cute. Can I have your number to take you out?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And that's dry. That's dry as hell. That's not going to really spark any type of interest to some bitch that's just walking down the street that doesn't know who you are. You really have to bring that energy, like, yo.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So I seen you, like, just walking down the street. And I'm like, damn, you flying this shit. Like, you know what I mean? You got your outfit on, the thighs is fitting right on your pants. Yo, like, what's your number? Like, we got to get together as soon as possible. Just put your number on my phone. You feel me? You got to have that energy. That's really what it's about.
Right.
Like, if you can just transfer that shit over, man, it'll be so much successful. And the thing is, don't even look at your losses and your failures with the women that you're trying to have sex with. Don't even look at that shit like losses, yo. Look at that shit as a fucking lesson. You know what I mean? Learn from that shit. You feel me? Don't get mad and depressed because you didn't get it. Just fucking review everything that went on in the moment and see what you could change and see what you did correct. You know what I mean?
Right.
It been times where like shit, I didn't really try to talk my shit. You know what I mean? Being on dates, trying to talk my shit, trying to get it in that night. Me knowingly, it could go down. I'm already in my head like 50%. It could go down, 50% it can't go down. You know what I mean? But
right.
The thing is, I'm gonna just try that shit. You know what I mean? And sometimes it didn't go down. But I'll go back and I'll look and I'll say, all right, it didn't go down, but I'm reviewing my energy. Everything was right about my energy. You know what I mean? And I'm saying, all right, everything was right about my energy. It wasn't meant to be for this girl.
Right.
That don't mean that I'm gonna switch my whole program up.
Exactly. Because a lot of dudes, that's what they'll try to switch it up, or they take too much of this shit personally, and it's just like, yo, it's like dudes got to understand that, you know, they have to have a foundation and a stance on who they are and what they're about, and you know how they go about shit. Is this so? What's going to happen is you're going to have some chicks is going to gravitate to it, some chicks is not, and the thing is, all that shit really is out of your control as to why the girl isn't gravitating to it, because there's certain things that's out of your control that you don't even know about. Like, there could be a million reasons why this girl or that girl don't want to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like dudes just stay worrying about that shit too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's facts, man. That's facts. That's all I wanted to say. You know what I mean? I'm going to go ahead and head out. Everybody have a blessed weekend. Locario, get up with you later on, bro.
All right, appreciate the call, my brother. All right.
All
right, let me get probably 1 or 2 more calls, and then I'm going to head up out of here. Make sure you guys donate to that show. Go to paypal.me/Mr. Locario. Make sure you guys donate to the show. You feel me? You.
Can you hear me now?
I get you. What's poppin', bro?
Yo, what's going on, Locario? Kelly Moore, bro.
What's good? What's good with you, man?
I'm pretty good, bro. I hope everything's well with you, bro. I'm watching the news and shit. I hope everything's really. Hope you guys stand put over there. I see y'all done hit the damn $300 limit. Shit is getting crazy. So
yeah, it's crazy out here.
Just make sure y'all wash your hands and all that shit. It's getting pretty bad where I'm at too. So I hope everybody's safe and whatnot. You know?
That's what's up.
Hey, Carl, I just got one question, bro. Well, you know me, I've been on your membership for a while. You know, the shit, the women's situation is kind of getting out of hand with me a little bit because I still got some women that's trying to come see me, even though we're not supposed to be outside and shit. I'm like, damn, is that serious? I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. Right. You know, they have to just go that far with you, though. I just want to know your opinion on what I did, like on some shit I did before the coronavirus shit went down.
Right.
I think I kind of fucked up though, Cario. I think I fucked up pretty good.
Why? What
because,
happened?
About 2-3 weeks. This is going on for a span of a month. You know, and like I think it stopped like a week ago. You know, before the coronavirus shit started happening. It was going on for like a span of a month. Ever since I came to your battle membership, bro, I done set my game up. You know, I done value myself. I see myself as a fucking Denzel Washington and all type of shit, right? So like, I've been getting women like this, left and right.
Right.
But I kind of did some shit in the past month for a span where I value myself now. You know, I see myself as a catch. You know, I love myself and shit, and I'm way more confident in myself and shit like that. And now my mouthpiece has gotten better. Some women that wanted to fuck with me, some women that wanted to sleep with me, some that I can tell want to do that. Some of them I tried to charge them money because I feel like shit. I'm up here and plus my sex game strong.
Right.
I don't want to you know, this dick ain't free. So I'm starting to think if that's really the way to go about it, because some of them pay, bro. Some of them pay.
Well, the thing is, you gotta check out my dude Eddie Fuse. He got a whole program called I think it's like How to Get Women to Pay for Your Time or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you definitely should check out that. But you know, as long as you know, like a chick, like, you know what I'm saying, where you don't want it to be on some prostitute shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's illegal. But you know what I mean. But if you have it with where chicks is like taking you out and just, you know, doing shit for you and giving you money, that's all good. You know what I'm saying?
As long as they taking me out.
Yeah, as long as they doing some shit for you, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. But it's like, you know, you don't want it to be on some prostitute shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's
what it feels like. I mean, that's kind of what it feels like. Like, shit, I'm charging them left and right and shit, though. And one woman even said because one woman even lives in the downtown skirts of Chicago. She a fucking manager of some big ass company or some shit. She said she'll let me stay there for a month or some shit. I'm like, wait a minute, this is too much.
Right.
Hold the fuck on. Time out.
Right.
Time out. My ass wanted me to stay there for a month. Like, is it really that serious? But I just thought, I just wanted your opinion on that, bro, because like I started to charge chicks because I started to feel like, my game is up here. My sex game is up here. My mouth game is up here. I can't make it that easy for you. It can't be that fucking easy no more. This is
right.
free.
I mean, hey, if they if they putting up some bread to do some shit for you, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? But as long as like I'm saying, as long as it's not literally you doing some prostitution shit. If they want some sugar mama shit, that's one thing. You feel what I'm saying? That's a whole another story. So that's cool. But you know, you want to keep it at that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Because one girl even tried to debate me with me, like, you know, what if the roles were reversed? I'd be a prostitute, wouldn't I? And I didn't know what to say to that shit.
Well, yeah, she would be if she's fucking for money. You know what I'm saying? But if she has a sugar daddy who's like taking care of her and giving her money for just regular shit, that's like the thin line. You see what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you ain't crossing the line. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You feel me?
All right, cool. One last question, Clara. I know you got other calls online. Just one last question.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know I see you as a life coach, bro.
Mm-hmm.
My confidence is high, but sometimes the confidence definitely inside you. You stay that way all the time and shit. But sometimes my confidence does be up and down because of like some past shit that happened to me like in my lifetime where I was going through a lot of fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so sometimes that shit will come back and so how the hell you necessarily? I mean, I understand the past is the past. You learn from that shit, you deal with it, you move on.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes the past does come back, and you learn from that shit, you move on from that shit, and you continue living. But sometimes my past does come back and make me feel like, damn.
Right. No, I mean, well, the thing with that mostly is that it's really about living in a moment. Mostly, you understand what I'm saying? So like, you got to understand all of this shit that happened. You know, you don't have to necessarily forget about it because you were there, you understood what was going on, but you don't want to necessarily make that get into your present. So it's like you want to be fully present in what's happening now and not letting all the other extra shit get to you. Because the thing is that you want to be able to have learned from it. You understand? So use what happened as a lesson, but don't make that hold you back. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, makes sense.
That's the thing. So it's like, you know, if something happened in the past that was kind of fucked up, you don't want to think about it now and then feel fucked up about it. You want to you can think about it and say, what did I learn from that shit? And how can I use that to be better now? That's all you got to do. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
You feel me?
Sounds pretty good.
All right, bro.
Yeah, well, I'll definitely check out Eddie Fuse. Something like a Locario. I just want to make sure I wasn't on no fuck shit my damn self.
I feel you. All right, bro. All right, Mala. All right,
yeah,
peace.
definitely, bro.
Later.
Stay safe.
All right. So, guys, it is about that time, people. It is about that motherfucking time. Well, let me quit this shit over here. So, guys, make sure you guys donate. Click that link to send a donation to the show. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys get this book, How to Have Sex 2 Minute a Day, ebook, hard copy, or audiobook. Go to MrLocario.com to get your copy today. How to Have Sex 2 Minute a Day. If you do not have this book, you are slipping. You are slipping. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys check that out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to French, Nightmare, Aaron B, April MC. Shout out to you, Justin Bing. Who else? For Business, shout out to you. Your boy Mar. Who else is up in here? Young Capone. Who else is up in here? Big Stain, George Money, Cleo. Who else? Westwood 123. Tommy Desir. Who else? Global Voice of the Manosphere. The Vinyl Evangelist. Hold This L. Nathan Wong. True Savage, to Sean Brown, the Geek Surgeon, shout out to you, KZaggin20, No Fear Mentality, shout out to you. So yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you guys, have a good weekend, be safe and all that other good stuff. And I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.